And people, you could say that people don't know what the hell you're talking about if they weren't in on it. Just like, yeah, I gotta go talk to Carl real
Like,
quick.
they're sitting around like, who the fuck is Carl?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I never met him.
Yeah, we didn't have any Carls at work, so.
Carl's Jr.
All right, let's see. Are we live? End stream? I think we're live actually. I thought I hit it on disc or
Yeah.
OBS, but I
Yeah.
don't. I didn't think I okayed it on YouTube, but apparently we're going.
Sorry, guys, if you heard our Carl
I don't think. I don't think.
discussion.
I'm not sure, honestly. Usually YouTube lets you say, "Yeah, I want to go live." This just automatically did it from OBS. I don't know if that's something they changed. But whatever. I don't see any. I'm not getting any info on viewers or anything. Oh, there we go. 2. Okay. So yeah, anybody here? Leave a comment or in the live chat. Make sure we are live because literally it just gives me the option to end stream. I didn't even have the option to hit the go live button. So
Let us know if you know about Carl.
yeah, have you ever met Carl? You friends with Carl or enemies? When Carl leaves, are you standing up or sitting down? Remember that discussion?
Shit.
Do you take care of the post Carl sitting down or standing up?
Hey, like, what the hell is these guys talking
Anyway, Robert said he's in the bathroom. So,
about? So,
I want to start. We haven't bring up this YouTube channel quite a bit, but Wilson 108. He did a Tears of the Kingdom video. I know you were curious what his thoughts would be.
yeah,
He did the same format that he does with Ellie. He did the 5-hour thing, and I noticed, and I mean he's good at replying. For those that don't know, Wilson 108, him and his girlfriend, he posts videos. His girlfriend plays the game for the first time, gives her 5 hours, and kind of just gets her thoughts on it. Well, he does the same thing, or he did the same thing for Tears of the Kingdom. He's the guy that went the whole Switch generation, just skipped it. As this huge Nintendo fan, Mario and Zelda, 2 favorite franchises, skipped the Switch generation. I just still can't wrap my head around that.
it's odd.
But finally, he's playing games on Switch too, so he's getting the better version of Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. But he he said Tears or Breath of the Wild was his favorite game that he played in 2025. He played it and beat Ganon, but he definitely didn't get 120 shrines or anything like that. And they were so he uploaded the Tears of the Kingdom video, and 5 hours in, he was really looking forward to more. Well, yeah, the first I was really, I mean, I didn't have too many lows with that game like you, but I was really feeling it in the beginning. I didn't think visually it was like impressing me like I was hoping initially, but in the sky, the plateau section in the sky, it's the Sky Island, whatever they call it, and then you get down to the ground, and I just remember I was really like excited at that point. So we'll see, but I did notice that he is basically playing it like a lot of streamers do, like his girlfriend Ellie did when they played Breath of the Wild. Picks up a stick. He's got a shielded, uh, what the hell are those things called? The robot guardian, not the guardians, the robot things. In that game, the Sky Island. What are the
Oh,
main
the
like this like the robotic? Sometimes they're good, but a lot
I
of
forget
times,
what they're called. Yeah,
yeah, you
protect.
know, got a shield, and he's just like with a stick, hit, then the shield, then it flings you back after the third hit, and then he makes another strike, and the stick just gets destroyed because it's weak. It's got very bad durability, and he just kept doing that. And I left him a comment. I said, I noticed you're just swinging your sword right with just basically spamming A, not doing any like perfect dodge, shield parries or anything. He's like, yeah, I never used, because he said he never used the shield in Breath of the Wild. But how do you not use? It's your main when you lock on. The shield's automatic when you lock on.
Yeah.
And he replied and said, yeah, he didn't. He never did that. He never shield parried. He only
Wow.
he did the flurry. He said I don't. He said he didn't really use the flurry rush. And then during his live stream, they were talking about it because I was commenting, and
How do you beat Ganon?
I'm not sure. I think
I guess it's possible, but geez.
if you just and he didn't know, like I'm guessing he didn't have a lot of weapon slots either. I'm just gonna guess because it just didn't sound like he really went in, even though he says he loves the game. Um, like I mentioned, I said, yeah, well, before instead of just using your last swipe of your flashing red item or your weapon, I said if you throw it at the enemy's head, you get quadruple damage because it's double damage when you when your weapon breaks when you hit them, and it's double damage when you get the perfect headshot. The ching, get the little sound, and you can combine those. And he's like, I definitely want to do that. I said, yeah, that's all I ever do when my weapon's about to break. I just throw it at their head. I just started doing that however many hours ago, years ago, and I just always do that now. And there's just I just know people just that's what they don't really get into the combat. They don't think there's much depth to it. Now it's not super deep. Let me get that straight. But I'm gonna guess he wasn't using elemental. So I always have a ice, lightning, and a flame elemental weapon in my inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I find a better one, I'll pick it up. If mine's about to be damaged, I just won't use it for a while. But what I do with the ice is I would freeze the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And you can push them into the water, instant kill, or you can hit them with a bomb. Does way more damage than just don't just keep you hit them once, freeze them, and then you do like I would switch to the flame sword and do another hit, and then I don't know how much the damage stacks at that point, but just doing basic attacks, wasting your shields or wasting your weapons durability on an enemy shield and stuff like that. It's like. I almost was just like he does reply. He's good at replying. The channel's not that huge right now. I mean, I think 20,000 subscribers. I think the last I looked, and the people who are like, the broken weapon does double damage. I mean, Eris, like I watched a video on it. I guess I could be remembering it wrong. It's double damage just from hitting an enemy while your sword breaks. That's double damage. It's double damage when you get a headshot. You get the quadruple. That's I guess I could be I guess I could be remembering that wrong, but I've been doing that with while my weapon was at its last leg for years. It's just kind of my default at this point. But anyway, just most people just kind of play the game, and obviously it lets you play the game however you want. And just spam the attack, no strategy, no dodging, and I was just like, yeah, it'd be like not to the same level, but I would see it almost be like playing a Souls game without dodge rolling. Like and just trying to spam your attacks. It's not a good tactic. Now Breath of the Wild doesn't punish you quite as much, but if you're facing a Lynel, it's like how do you beat a Lynel without using any of like flurry rushes, shield parries, or anything? Like I can't even imagine beating a Lynel. Maybe he never did. I mean, you technically don't.
You don't have to.
Well, they did. They updated it, so I think you have to defeat that red one, the first one. But I think you can just actually all you need is the arrows, right? The electric arrows. But before you could just go walk around. You could sneak around and you could just go steal the electrical arrows that he shoots off like the trees. I think they forced after an update. I think they made it mandatory to beat him for the story. Now I could be wrong. Because that was like a side quest initially.
For Tears?
No, in Breath of the Wild.
Oh.
When you go up the Zora, at the top of the Zora Hill, it's where you got the electric arrows because you need those for the boss fight. To get to the divine beast, you have to have the electric arrows. You could just sneak around and grab them off the trees, but I think they made it so you had like as soon as you get in the area, it goes to a cutscene now. I believe the last time I played it, and I don't know if you have to beat them or not, but yeah, you could literally. You don't have to kill a guardian. You don't have to kill a Lynel. You don't have to kill really. I don't know what the limit is on what you can get away with in Breath of the Wild and beat the game. I'm sure if you speed run right to Ganon, you don't. I think you could probably get away without defeating a single enemy, to be honest. But like if you want early on in the game, like beating the Stone Talus to get gems and stuff is a good way to like get currency, and it'd just be really hard not to defeat some of the enemies. But anyway, I was just like, yeah, it just seems like that is kind of the people's takeaway of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears is that the combat's just very basic, just watching people play. That just does seem to be the main way people play the game. So I don't know about you. I don't know how you did it, Robert. Were you a dodge flurry rush kind of guy, or just spam the A button?
I never even heard us just spam the A button. To be honest with you, like that doesn't even like to
I
me.
mean,
It doesn't even make sense.
when I watch, like I said, I was watching a couple different streamers when Gab Smolders was one where she was like, she gave up on the game initially. She just, it's not Zelda. I'm not playing it. It's not a Zelda game, you know. She was like one of these, like too much of a Zelda fan where she wouldn't even play Breath of the Wild because it wasn't Zelda enough.
Too different.
And she went back to it. She liked it a lot more, and she actually liked the game. But she's a little more. I mean, she's a very skilled gamer. I can't remember exactly. I think it's for a lot of people, like it's when there's like a shrine that teaches you how to do that, and then the little guardian shrine ones where you have the test of combat, the medium strength and stuff like that. There's almost impossible to get past like the hard level ones if it would just spam it. You can't just spam your A, but I just think
Yeah, I feel like to me, I've always used like flurry rush is just the way to me.
it's like it's like because what started this, I'm watching Wilson like his video on Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm like, the first enemy I faced and Tears, I was like, let's see if the perfect dodge flurry rush is still in the game, and I did it like by this maybe the first attack I didn't do it right, but I was like, yep, still in the game, still got it.
Well, not only is just bashing the worst way to feel like to ever
Yeah,
get through that game, but also it's like it's so satisfying to pull up the flurry rush. It's such a really fun
and I stop swinging when I see their health bar go to 0. I don't do the last couple hits just to save the weapon durability. Like, it is just like I said, watching just even with the shielded enemy. I was like, man, come on, man. Like,
see, that would get pretty repetitive if someone did that.
I was going to like offer. I still might say, hey, maybe this would make for a fun video. Maybe it wouldn't, but can I audition to be like your coach for Breath of the Wild for like 1 hour or something, just to show you the ropes, show you some of the stuff. I'm no tricks. I'm not doing
crazy
shield
like...
surfing off heads and going flying and shooting arrows in the air, and they're perfectly hitting the like the what are those called from the in Tears, the 3-headed dragon.
I always want to call them Enochs, but it's
yeah, what the hell? The
oh my god,
Gleeok.
The Gleeok, right?
Gleeok. Yeah.
And like, yeah, that's quite the challenge. And the other thing is, people complain about weapon durability. I wonder the people who complain about it the most are the ones who are just wasting all the damage of all their weapons durability on pointless hits.
It probably could be. That would make sense.
Yeah, I've seen people play, like, for instance, Witcher 3, and you can get like way out there in the weeds as far as like techniques and stuff, like getting oil and putting certain specific oils on your fucking sword to make it more potent to whatever specific enemy you're fighting. Or you could just fucking dodge roll and slash away for 10 hours. And a lot of people just don't get into all that extra stuff. They see it all. It's all in their inventory, but they just don't really get into that stuff.
Yeah, there's some games where like the item that they maybe looks good on paper, it sounds good, but in use it's like, yeah, it's not really worth, equipping. Like,
well,
there's one in Silksong everyone raved about, and I don't know if they updated it or because now I'm in Act 3, which is like post game. It's basically equip flame damage to your weapon, and I swear to God, it only lasts like 5 to 8 seconds. In the boss fight I was doing yesterday, I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother anymore. Like, it doesn't even. I get one hit. The enemy, you gotta dodge the attacks. I'm like, it should last longer than that for how much people raved about it. I went out of my way to try to get it early in the game because I saw videos like, yeah, get this item first, and if you're stuck, and I was stuck in an area, and it's like, yeah, it's not. I mean, yeah, when it's on and you can land a few hits, it's good, but overall, I just said, screw it, I'm not even gonna use it because it's just doesn't.
Well, I'll be curious. I'm curious how you played something like Forbidden West because I actually just finished a game a few days ago, and when I mean like, I think 75 to like 85, maybe even 90% of my attacks were bow and arrow. I'm just shooting bows and arrows all the time because one, I think it's some of the best bow and arrow gameplay. Like,
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm
any
not. That's
game?
not like against humans. I shoot them at a
And
distance, but
for me, well, even as a distance, it's so satisfying just to aim at the head constantly, and then and you get the satisfying noise. But sometimes, it's a video game thing, but it's like you shoot them 7 times and then
actually, if you got a good arrow, you
Why
could
would
usually
arrow-
kill them in at least 2 shots.
No, well, I'm
Sometimes.
talking. Okay, so
Yeah, you hit the
more
weak
like
point
there
and
there was
shit.
a boss battle with one.
Oh
of them,
yeah,
with
yeah, the boss
and
battle guys with their armor on and stuff. Yeah,
But yeah, in terms of regular enemies, you can shoot them once in the head, and they're pretty much dead, which is nice.
honestly, I
but
like the melee
I was
combat.
always shooting all the robots with just aiming for the armor pieces and stuff, and that's the most.
Yeah, I
fun,
I literally like the bow and arrow, but I
You can use
utilize
the traps or any of that shit.
I utilize a lot of the other
Not
weapons
really.
too.
I didn't find it as
What?
useful. I didn't really find it as useful because I mean, yeah, if you sneak around and do it, like I would like to sneak around and just do a sneak attack. And yes, you
What
could say
about
to
the
put
one
them
that
in-
you
in the
plant?
route.
You shoot two things and it puts like an electric
I love those.
wire in
It's
between.
my favorite shit.
That's a really good one to like initialize your attack because it
Just
stuns
set their
them.
shit up and then make them come after you.
I
Set their ass up.
I would set some traps when I was on a
Well, usually
tough
what
boss.
I did was if I were to sneak, I would sometimes sneak around like during the ending. I won't spoil it these people that I've seen, but like I just snuck around like all the robots that were there in that area, like and then at some point because they're just like very long. To take on, I started just running away from them. I was like, "Oh, I can do that, all right." Because these dudes, sometimes they take a lot, and I'm like, "All right, I don't need to deal with this guy." So I just would sneak and then because it's optional to fight them. It even says fight the machine's optional. So I try to sneak around, and I pretty much snuck around. But there was like 1 or 2 times where they detect me. And I'm like right here. I'm just gonna jump across this cliff so they can't get to me.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
that
I
was
loved
mostly, like, literally 85, maybe 90% is all.
But the problem with that, to me, that game's biggest problem with the combat is how quick these giant ass, like the snake one and stuff, they're super fast with their attacks, and obviously Aloy is a human, so your run speed's pretty slow. But even like trying to dodge out of the way, and then like if they're really big and they get close to you, like there's no getting away from these attacks.
Yes, so I was gonna say I feel like there's like super unavoidable attacks in a lot of these circumstances because they're usually huge enemies where I'm just like I don't think I could really even get away from this guy because he's so huge. He covers the whole area, the whole camera and everything, and you're like I don't like I've tried to dodge, but then
Your dodge roll isn't invincibility.
Aloy takes forever to get hit,
you
get up.
you still get hurt in the dodge roll.
Yep, exactly. And she can't get up like fast enough. She always like slowly gets up. I'm like, get the fuck up, bro.
Yeah, try playing
and
frickin'
he's already
Souls
charging
game.
up his next attack, and you're like, yo, come on, man.
You get knocked down in a Souls game, you gotta sit there while your character's like, let me get up real quick, real slow. I'm like, get the fuck up. You're spamming the dodge, and then you get up and it automatically dodge, and you're like, at that point you don't want to dodge, and it's like, but yeah, Aloy just feels too slow for the enemies they throw at her. It doesn't feel like a
I agree
fair
with that.
fight.
I do agree with that, yeah.
But if you get like high ground and target the weak spots, and especially if you pick up their dropped weapon like the disc launching thing and stuff, you can do some heavy damage.
I did like that, yeah.
I did a lot of melee in Forbidden West, and Zero Dawn. I haven't done it as much, because you can like really like upgrade your melee weapon.
I didn't get into that, like the
at least the
powered up
smaller enemies.
attacks, like the cool cinematic she puts her eye makeup on.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I barely even know how to do
did-
those. and
Well, I
I've
did that all
platinumed
the
the
time
game.
because again, me being me, like, there was one where it's like when you did that, it would just power up like the amount of damage your arrows give. So I would, I would all the time. I maxed it to 3 and shoot constantly.
Yeah. See, that's weird because
Oh, there was one where she would go and she would like bite off things to give more health. It looked pretty funny. I thought it was
See,
a cool animation.
I platinum the game, and I'm here sitting there talking about people don't fully
Really? Holy
go into
shit.
the these games. Breath of the Wild's combat. I did that the cinematic. I did that whatever they're called maybe 3 times in my 100 and something hours, and I don't even know how to activate it, to be honest. Like,
It's so well. It is a weird. It's a weird way to activate it. You have to pull up your like weapon wheel almost, and then press like a like
Yeah.
R1 or
I
whatever,
just-
then it'll trigger. It was weird. It's a little weird in terms of how
maybe
they-
it could
I
have
think they
helped
could have
me.
mapped it to a button better, but
I never used it. But what I did do, getting the platinum, there's a quest where you have to take on like they're like each, not each region, but there's a lot in the regions. There's like places to go, do combat against basically other people, like gladiator kind of thing, one on ones and stuff, and you have to do them. At first, I just thought it was just a way to train, but when I was looking at Open Quest, trying to get the platinum trophy, I saw that, so I kept doing more and more. Well, then you go into like up in the hills, and there's like an old lady you talk to, and then she's like the most ridiculous hard boss in the game. Like,
Oh,
and it's
really?
only melee combat. You're in a limited circle.
Oh,
She's
okay.
like dodge. She can dodge anything. She hits you with 3 arrows real quick.
Yeah.
Totally not believable for like a 7-year-old woman to be that acrobatic and stuff. But it's
You're
still.
talking about a video game.
I know,
that's
but it's
set
like
in robot
What-
dinosaurs walking around.
it's like that was the thing. Oh yeah, you're just talking. You're not expecting to have to fight her. That's fine, but just to make her like the most ridiculous, overpowered. It was just kind of one of those lunar
She's like
dissidents.
Master Yoda.
And
Yeah.
and I didn't think I was gonna be able to get past it. I actually stopped playing the game for months, and I came back and I'm like, I don't even remember how to do the melee. How am I ever gonna get past this? So I just freaking screw it. I just kind of like Dark Souls or a Souls game. I'm just gonna keep fighting her and get better and learn the moves, and just finally got it. And I was like, oh my god, it was tough. She can take a lot of lot of hits. She's not like all armored up either.
Jeez.
But
well, that a lot of the human enemies do very much what I would talk about, like Ghost of Tsushima, where they like gravitate towards you.
Well, you can do that to them too with your heavy attack.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
a
but at least
teleport.
you're a player character. That's this is video game logic. But I admittedly, like, it was fine because I was always far away from people. And
I
I tell you
mean,
what, I always use motion control, man. I did always to get to fine tune the head.
yeah, it's amazing. Like, I love that part of the game. Like, I wish, like I said, the enemies. It's almost like in my complaint on Metroid Prime 3. I have this full ability to aim, and I got these slow moving pellets, and the enemy's like, he's going all over the screen. I'm like, I'm supposed to hit his weak point, and I can aim perfectly, but by the time I shoot, and by the time it gets to where he was, he's over here. Like, how am I? So I just started shooting where he wasn't, hoping he would go into it. That's one of my.
Well, that was. I mean, yeah. That's. It depends. Definitely.
I don't know about Metroid Prime 4. I've run into that a bit with Metroid Prime 4, but it's not so geared around motion aiming as 3 was.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
mean,
like-
3 is very much. It is very much. You have to time ahead of where you're
Yeah.
shooting. So
Even
so
if they're
it's where
standing
he's going.
still, I'm just
Connected.
like, I was like so used to aiming away from to hopefully they'll go into my bullets. But yeah, the same thing with Horizon. It's like this enemy, like this giant thing, shouldn't be that fast. It shouldn't be able to move at the drop of, like on the dime or whatever. It's just like the bigger
Yeah.
something is, actually the more difficult it would be for it to change direction and stuff. But
And you may laugh at this. I don't know. I feel this. I don't feel there was as much robotic dinosaurs in this game. There was not as many. Like, even on the cover, you got a robotic snake, a woolly mammoth.
I fought
That's
multiple
not a dinosaur.
mammoths, man. The mammoths are
But
tough.
it's not as many like dinosaurs. It's like boars and.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Well,
what
I
I'm saying?
mean,
Like,
really, I guess I didn't really separate them by dinosaur and because you always had the
And so it's like I'm
one.
like looking for a robotic dinosaur. You got some, like I said, it's not, but it's a lot of you know, and animal robots, which is fine. I'm not gonna. It's not like a big.
Did
But I
you
was
get
like, oh
the
man, what a robotic dinosaurs at? And maybe Zero Dawn has more of that. I don't know.
did you get the cauldron that let you ride like the big raptor like ones? I forget what they're called. It's awesome to ride in the back of those.
I mean, I rode. Well, the best one is obviously the you get that through the main stories. The
bird,
flying, the pterodactyl. That's like a that's like. But admittedly, I ain't gonna lie. Again, you may laugh at this. I ran ran everywhere. I didn't really ride too many things.
Well, this game. I mean, I don't think you could. I don't remember if you could call whatever that one was called. It's like kind of like a birdish, like a velociraptor, but bigger with like with like maybe some featherish like design. It was just cool showing up to villages and stuff, riding this thing, and the other one, the main one in the original game was just like a bull, like a cow or
like
whatever.
That's kind of how the first one you get. Yeah, the first one is like a bull sort of thing.
You could still have those.
Yeah.
So let me see but I just thought it was cool. Obviously, visually, it looked awesome. Let's see.
And yeah, I mean, I definitely died a decent amount at the final boss, and I had to memorize that pattern because then I actually like I legit was dodging these huge ass attacks. I was like, all right, I got this now. And again, me with my bow and arrow, just the whole time.
I love how the ending was just like a total cliffhanger too. It's like, come on, like that's not even the DLC. It's not even in the DLC, so it's like that's the next game, I guess.
Yeah. It's I mean, again, for me, I'm like that was one thing where I was like, I'm not like a lot of the dialogue I felt I didn't particularly.
I liked like a lot of the companions I was meeting. More than the
later
first
on,
game.
I definitely was enjoying more of the companions. But it's still like it's only a few that I would say, oh yeah, I really enjoyed. Like I enjoyed Varl and yeah, a lot of these people I don't even remember.
Butcher Blizzard. I didn't make that many vehicles either. Didn't want to partake too much in Tears of the Kingdom nuts and bolts. I didn't care for Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts.
You know what?
So
at first I was pretty excited, and then I realized that I can't.
I always get excited.
Like I can't even make just like a normal wagon myself. You can fix ones for NPCs, but you cannot make a wagon that like turned properly when you hooked it to the horse. You couldn't recreate your own like wagon from scratch. And I'm like, that seems like a missed opportunity. I was like excited to like make my own. Anyway, this is the Claw Strider from Horizon. This is the one I was talking about.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
It just feels cool to ride around in this thing. I mean, the animations in this game are just amazing. Like,
oh yeah, I mean, again, like animation visually, I mean, it's some of the best we've seen in games in terms of that. But yeah. I also say, I mean, I know it sounds also probably outrageous to say, but it's like, there's something where it's like where it looks so visually, real and stuff that I also, don't care as much. Like I like again, like we were discussing this the other time where it's like I look at Breath of the Wild and I look at the world. I'm like, oh man, this looks so fun and interesting. And while this is beautiful and insanely well detailed and everything like that, there's again like in terms of exploring, just running around, there was not a lot of things for me.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh man, this is.
I kind of disagree with that, and I actually made a video about it, I believe, where I was like kind of against this narrative that this is just straightly going for photorealism. I said, and I think we had discussed it. I'm like, it's
and I can't believe you somehow don't think they're not trying to go for
it's a very what do you want to call it, impressionistic, like artistic take on realistic visuals.
Different art style.
It's not just real. It's not just nothing in the real world. Maybe a rock looks like a rock, but everything's just.
Well, the world looks. I mean, again, you have a
It
sci-fi
doesn't look like the
again,
real maybe because it's just they don't have the
because it's
processing power.
sci-fi and they
But
still have like robotic
to me,
things.
everything,
But, like,
almost every
humans,
environment, is a heightened artistic take on realistic. It's not actually photorealistic. It's very colors are very exaggerated. They're bright. It looks more.
there's a lot of bright places in the planet.
It's all exaggerated. Like it's not. I mean, there's some
No,
areas
a-
that there's.
That's
there's
not my issue though. My issue is that when I'm unlike say something like Breath of the Wild, when I'm walking around that world, I feel like I'm walking around in a painting and shit. I don't really.
No, it's
I'm
not
not
quite
able to
painting
interact.
level, but it's just like it's an exaggerated, heightened version.
No, I
of,
meant like I don't feel the world as living, as alive as like the Zelda games, the Breath of the Wild. And
Well, yeah, I
Kingdom.
mean, obviously, like
They
when
don't
you go
feel
to a
as
tree, when you go
interactive.
to a tree and swing your thing and nothing happens, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that
was
kind of
like,
stuff.
oh, man. But also, I mean, again,
There's
the
a video
simple
based
fact,
on all that stuff when he's like
the
throwing a
simple
rock
fact is
into the water and that kind of stuff.
the human characters even have like peach fuzz on their cheeks. They're going for realism. Like this
Yeah.
is like, let's be for real here. You can't
Including
say they're not going
Aloy.
for realism.
I would call that going for high detail. I mean,
Like,
yeah.
if you were to tell Guerrilla Games, yeah, you're not going for realism, are you? Oh, actually,
Did you hear
hold
what
on a
I
second.
said? I said
remember,
heightened.
I remember sending an article where they talk about that. That's right. I remember we sent the article where Guerrilla Games would talk about how they were going for realism. I remember that actually. We had this discussion. I remember them sending that because of course they are. That is, of course,
Yeah,
going for
but
realism.
They're also adding an artistic flair to make it more visually.
And that's sci-fi,
Interesting.
of course. Like, yeah, like
Yeah.
I get that, but in the end of the day, like,
Yeah, they're going for like super high detail stuff. I'm just saying, like it to me, it's not just that's not the only goal. Like there's an artistic side to it beyond just make it look photorealistic. Like other
well, I
than like
think
a
you're just
rock.
describing planet Earth because there's a lot of very beautiful, pretty, bright locations on planet Earth that could go for something and that would fit in Horizon.
Honestly, a lot of games do that, like Starfield. Starfield, clearly it goes to realism. You're traveling to real planets. Like you can literally go to every planet in our solar system here and beyond, obviously, and it has that like realistic look for realistic things, but it's also like NASA punk, so it has a kind of stylish look to like the ships and like obviously different planets and the architecture and stuff. So that's not really based in realism, but it's based in realism. It's like both. It's like it's trying to look like real things, but it also has its own kind
I
of.
feel like Death Stranding
visual
2 is
style to it.
definitely going for absolute photorealism. Like no question, no.
Yeah, but there's still, of course, but I would
There's
say
some
both,
there's
I
some
mean,
things that don't in that game that don't exist in the real world, but I'm just talking about like
Yeah.
like the mountain range and stuff. I'm just like that just looks like straight like flight simulator. Like that's trying to look just as real and accurate to actual things as possible. I just don't feel that for Horizon personally, but also there's things in Horizon that
Yeah, it's
there's
not like
plants and stuff
GTA.
that don't exist in the real world. Like they had to make up some, a lot of stuff is they made it up for this setting, but
of course. But I think you know,
Even GTA has its own kind of.
yeah, GTA
visual
5 like
style.
well until they
there's a
went
difference between there's a
PC.
difference between like Starfield and like the Outer Wilds, right? Two space games
Right.
that are one is going for realism, one is not. Both space, but there's a clear difference in what they're trying to push in terms of the visual fidelity and in terms of like realism. And I think that's the same with Horizon, where it's like, I mean, in the end of the day, like I said, Guerrilla Games themselves said it. So I remember sharing that. I said I had that in the chat. I remember that they talk about going for realism.
Yeah.
And
That's almost the same.
trees, the rocks, the water, the mountain ranges, or the land. All that stuff is based in trying to look realistic. Now, when you look at like the robots and all that kind of stuff, and even some of the kind of dress that the characters wear, that's a little bit more stylized in their kind of locations and whatnot. But it's,
I'm not saying
the
it's to
world
this.
itself,
They're
I
trying to
think,
make the fabric real. You know what I mean? The
yeah.
string, everything is like trying to make it as if you were to place it in a real
But
world.
technically, I'm not saying Horizon's to this level, but even for CGI animated movies, they try to make fabrics look real. They're not, it's just looking more and more realistic.
Well, I mean, it depends on what you're
But like
talking about. If
Raya
you're
and the
talking about,
Last
like,
Dragon
Toy
looks
Story is, I mean, even well, it's interesting because
that has realistic, very realistic looking environments, but then the character
and very
models aren't.
realistic, but the character model's not. Yeah, you're right.
So
And
at some
but
point, you gotta like, are you going for Avatar, like true, trying to make it look photorealistic, or you're trying to just make really good looking CGI animation look like really good? But at times, some CGI animation, some of the shots of like the trees and stuff, and you're like, this just looks real. I gotta turn this light off. I keep forgetting.
Toy Story, man, that shit looks real. It's like the Toy Story 4, that's first scene with the rain and they're underneath the car. That shit looks.
I was even thinking like the first time I saw Cars. Like obviously Cars isn't based in real, but there was some really realistic stuff about the
canyons that look just very real.
So I've been kind of
stylized, but it's still based in realism.
I didn't want to get involved in this conversation, but 12 Feet hates every single thing about Breath of the Wild.
I was just trying to ignore that conversation.
And Ayers made a good point. There's so many, like, beyond even what I was talking about with that Wilson, trying to like get him to do a little more. There is a lot of stuff you can do combat related in Breath of the Wild. It's not like Elden Ring where you can do these crazy builds and stack buffs and stuff and do all this crazy stuff, but you can upgrade your gear and have a matching set of Guardian gear, and then with your you do the trial of the sword or whatever, and you get your Master Sword powered up. I think anytime you're on a Guardian, it powers up, and then you have the gear on that does more damage to ancient beings or whatever, and you can like do way more damage with your Master Sword and particular gear on. That's leveled up via the fairy fountains. You can kind of build Link up to be quite a bit stronger. And then in Tears, you have the combining. What is that called? Where you like, let's say you take a diamond or whatever and you fuse. There's some like enemies that drop like really high damage, like their horns or whatever do like really high damage, and you pair it with the right sword, and you get some pretty high damage.
I love doing that. That was one of my favorite things about
Tears. Fuse is cool. I wish it wasn't like at the expense of they had to retcon the game to give all the bokoblins and stuff horns for some reason. Like I was fine with it, but I just kind of felt weird that all these enemies now have horns they didn't have before, so you can pick up their horns and use them. But
there's a lot of weird, quirky things like that.
Yeah.
Tears.
But there's like there's more to than meets the eye in a lot of games. That's the case. And one of the things I said about Astro's Playroom is I said I wish they would add some more depth, and they did that in Astro Bot with the additional like power ups. Now they're only in specific areas and stuff. A couple of them they only use, like the sponge one. They only use like 2 times in the whole game, and it's
very
such
cool,
a cool. They use it in the free Christmas update level too, and I was like, man, this could be a whole game, or at least maybe not a whole game, but this could have been a whole world. It's such a cool idea, and I don't, not every game does that, but other games it's like you really have to dive deep, because even like I said, Horizon Forbidden West, I didn't even use the little boost thing, but in like Elden Ring, I had no idea. Like there's this blood loss thing it's called, so you get a sword that does blood loss, and if you get hit by somebody with blood loss, and your meter builds up, it does heavy damage, like more than half your health. So I didn't know you could do basically the same thing to bosses. You get a weapon on that has blood damage, and then you get a talisman, basically like a perk in Call of Duty that does extra damage with blood loss engaged on the enemy, and then you get this item where you stab yourself with the sword. It takes your health in half, and it like double or triples the blood loss on your weapon, and then you stack all these things, and then you get one where you get more damage every, like if you do a more than 3 hits and continue to hit without getting hit, your damage stacks. So you just sit there and you just by the 3rd hit, their health's just going and they're dead. Like, it's such a overpowered. It's not even fun really to do that. It was rewarding. You know, it was fun once, but it's just kind of disappointing. It just kind of ruins the game to be so overpowered. And I never would have figured that out on my own. I would have never done it. I just happened to see a YouTube video and I watched, and just, I'll try that. It's games like that just take it to that level. It's almost too much. But, there's people that figure it out and get all into it. And I just, I honestly, this is where I was kind of going to start the podcast with this. I know people aren't going to want to hear it. But I watched a video kind of with a similar mindset. Like I said, like Elden Ring ruined gaming for him, because after playing Elden Ring, he played all the Souls games, and then he tried to go back to his previous favorite series, which was Assassin's Creed, and it lost everything. All its appeal was just gone to him, because it's just like, you just got your map, you climb your tower, you get your quest icons, you go to those, and you just I see them on the map, I gotta do them, and instead of just exploring, figuring stuff out, and no hand holding.
I mean, to be fair, it depends on the game, because Valhalla is just bloated as shit to me, and
but it's like, just, that's what he said.
Doesn't matter what
like,
game you've played beforehand, the game is just bloated as fuck.
Bloated as.
But it was just like, he said,
Ubisoft games.
Specifically in Shadows, he's like, oh, I'm gonna figure out this quest, and this happened to me, so I'll tell my story in a second, and he's like, yeah, I just did this, and then the characters told me what to do immediately when I got there, kind of like Aloy, and then I was like, oh, I guess I don't have to think about it, I guess. And it was an interesting video, because he's like, these games, and we've said this before, most people don't finish the game, so these developers are so afraid that if they present any obstacle, someone could just give up. And that's basically the crux of his point, is like, they guess I would make
games
where it's
super easy.
It's automatic, pretty much, that you're gonna succeed. Not automatic, but they try to make it as guaranteed as possible that you're gonna succeed. Get to the next cutscene, get to the next thing you need to do, and it's just like, that's definitely present in some of the bigger studio games.
Yeah, it's funny, because I was watching a video about a guy who he said he kept trying to get into Super Mario 64 and he just couldn't. And he finally did, because they made it for Dreamcast recently.
Yeah, I saw that.
What?
Oh yeah,
it doesn't look that much different. I mean, it's cleaner.
No,
but it's not.
It's
big.
cleaner. No. And it has some
got him into Mario 64.
And he said, maybe this will finally do it, because he was like, his channel is like Sega Guys or whatever, so they're all about Sega. And he was like, nope, still not. He tried it a bunch of different ways. He tried the DS one. He didn't like the controls on that. He tried it. He tried the emulator or something. He didn't like it on emulator. He tried a virtual console. Didn't like it, again with controls. But he finally got through it. I think he said he played through it twice in like a week or whatever. And he was like, no, but he was pointing out all these things that, especially if you were a gamer of the time, that didn't bother you, because it's just like, he pointed out, I don't know if you remember, but the star on the Ghost Mansion one,
where you get
on the rooftop and shit,
a pain in the ass,
and if you don't jump in, you slide down, and he just like stuff like that just completely annoyed him. And I'm like, I was a little annoyed by that stuff, but I was just so into like the game, like this game is amazing, and you just kind of, in the history of games, that's what you do. You push through the stuff that bothers you, and because you love the game and you're just playing it, and that's the kind of stuff that gamers today just don't have that. They don't have that ability to just be like, oh, I fell again, oh, I fell again, oh, I fell again. I'll keep doing it until I get it. They just get up. They just kind of.
At least that when you go back in the damn.
Move on.
You could go back into the house and get up there. The one I talked about where you got your like cloud islands with rainbows, and you have the hat. And
Oh yeah,
if you fall way outside the castle. You got to go all the way up to
Outside
the
the
third
castle.
level, go to the secret area. Like it was, I said
Right.
screw it. I'm using the damn resume or not resume
Yeah.
the Obi-Wan method. I'm just gonna save as soon as I get to the
I-
level.
To be fair to the developers, I kind of get it because um there's just so many fucking games that come out now every year, and if you lose somebody's attention, like fuck this,
Yeah.
I'll go play something else. And I don't want to say we didn't have that option. We did. It was still the big three, and you can play on your other console or whatever, or play games somewhere else. There was still a good amount of games, but I think it just doesn't. People's attention span today isn't held on for very long. If you turn them off, they'll just leave that shit alone and move on to something else.
But it is sad
Um,
though that there's people are that eager, or it's easy to give up on a game, and B, that they feel like that's the right solution is just kind of dumb it down. But I don't know. I don't know what the option. If I was in charge and there's a lot of money on the line, I don't know what I would do. I just know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just know
I
that
used to hate developers. I don't know.
From Software
I
has a
think-
formula.
I think people are also maybe overly worried because you're talking about something like Elden Ring that sold way more than
Than any other Souls game.
Yeah,
than any
before
other
they only
Assassin's
sold, like,
Creed
three-
even. It might have even sold more than any other Assassin's Creed. So it's like you know in my mind it's like there are plenty of cases where of really high selling games where they favor that sort of style, and that doesn't mean like again. the
Not every
developer
game
wants
needs to
do
be like
something.
that,
Not every
obviously.
game has to be that. In the end of the day, like people are going to enjoy whatever. But it's just like I don't even think I think people are looking at it differently. Where it's like, well, at least the higher ups are. You would think if they look at the numbers, that's not always the case. Where it's like, oh yeah, just that game just sells better. Does it really? You know?
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know.
And then I think even Neil Druckmann after Elden Ring, he's like, yeah, I might have to rethink the way our quest structure is and stuff. Like, I don't know if he's going to, but like that was the thing. Remember when developers were calling out Elden Ring for look at this, you don't even know what quests are. Look at this HUD or what they're like trying to make it like it was a bad thing, and everyone's like, well, that's what we love about the game. Like it's not filled with your
Yeah.
quest log. Now, yeah, there are some times where they actually updated based on feedback. Initially, if you don't update the game and install it, you don't know where anybody is on the map. So if you go talk to somebody, you just had to remember where they were in this huge world. Now, if you look at the map, it just shows their name over where they are. So you're like, oh yeah, that's where that person is. They actually listened to feedback because in their minds, you didn't need to know where anybody was. You just had to memorize in this giant, like huge open world game where you talk to that person at like 20 hours before. And people are like, nah, you know, it'd be better just put them on the map. You have a map. It's the first time. It's the first time they've had a map. Let's put the names on the map, and it made a huge difference. Like, it was so nice.
Yeah.
Now, if you hadn't talked, like, if they moved to a new area and you haven't talked to them, I don't think it shows up. They show up until you've run into them and talked to them, but I can't remember. So yeah, they listen to feedback. But for me, what happened was, I'm 39 hours in Dark Souls now.
Damn.
I have to look at a list of 7th gen games, but I'm pretty sure it would be in my top 10 7th gen games of all time list. I'm playing the remastered version.
To be fair, that yeah, I mean, I feel like that's
I'd have to
definitely.
think
I feel
about-
like that'd be up there.
I'd have to think about what else came out that generation, but
Super Mario 3D World.
it's so
Like
well, it's 8th gen.
8th gen, 7th
Yeah.
gen. Oh yeah, because it's 7th gen is Dark Souls. Holy shit! All right,
Yeah, it was
so-
360 PS3. I
yeah,
mean,
that's right. It was.
there's
360.
areas where they definitely did the remasters. There's some really nice texture work and stuff, and then there's areas where I don't think they did anything, to be honest.
I would be very curious to know your 7th gen top 10 games.
But,
I would be very curious to hear that actually.
So anyway, I'm playing
Interesting
it,
video.
and I'm like,
maybe, or maybe we should do that as a podcast. your
Yeah.
top 10.
we should just like do like our games from 2025, like not
We
try.
gotta-
But we don't have like
2025.
because we
I
don't
thought-
have
I
that
thought-
many
I
people
thought-
on anymore. We just maybe we'll just
Well, I
do,
thought you meant like the 7th. Well, I
maybe
think we
next
could-
gen. Maybe next week we'll just say, hey, these are my favorite games from last year. But whatever. the point of
I
the
would say
story.
we could do like a different thing of like 7th gen just to
Yeah.
mix it up a bit.
I'd have to look because that's like Dead Space and
Mario Galaxy 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. So
You know?
I still think it'd be much. It wouldn't been back then, but now that I'm playing it retroactively,
For sure.
it's more. It has way more in common with Elden Ring than any of the other Souls games I played. So I see a lot of, and that was like obviously Demon Souls was the first, but this was like the first one away from some of their own Souls game, and it's massive. It's just huge. But so I'm playing that, and then
That's what she's.
football was on yesterday, and I was like, yeah, I'll play the Switch and handheld, have the games on. Not that invested in the teams, but first I played Silk Song. I beat this pretty challenging boss, and I was like, all right, let me boot up Metroid Prime 4. Last week I told you guys I was a little disappointed. I got the Ice Beam, and I think I also get the Boost Ball ability right around the same time. All right, I go back to the lava area. It was blocked by lava, and I just need the Ice Beam. I shoot it, go through it. I crank the thing so the lava starts falling. All right, I'm getting ready, to go deeper into this. Like 2 rooms later, I'm blocked by lava, and I'm like, and it tells me I need to upgrade to Viola. I don't know if it was the suit or the motorcycle itself. I'm not sure
It was
yet.
Viola the motorcycle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I just traveled all the way here from the snow region, and I'm like, that felt very un-Metroid Prime to me, like where you get an ability and it only lets you slightly into this area. So okay, I go outside and immediately thinking about where should I go, and I didn't mind this. I know some people complained about it. I had no idea. I was like, I was just gonna try a different region altogether. And he's like, well, to upgrade, try to go to the forge or whatever. I was like, okay,
Forge, yeah.
I guess I'll go there. So with my Dark Souls 39 hours of playtime, pretty much in between the last time I played Metroid Prime 4. So I go to the Volt Forge, and I'm like, all right, I just take this elevator down. I got 3 new abilities. I got the fire, I got the ice, I got the boost ball since I last was here. And I just start going down elevators. I'm like 20 minutes, 25 minutes into the game. I get all the way down to the bottom. I go to a room and it's all electrified, and I'm like, because I couldn't tell, it showed an orange door. And I need some kind of way to swing across, and I'm like, well, I know I can pull stuff, but I guess I can't swing. I'm like, I'm not gonna go back all these different elevators. I just closed the game, went to the menu, closed the game, booted it back up where I was at the top before I went all. And Mackenzie's like, yeah, Tower 3 or whatever is probably not, or whatever, Tower 2 or Tower 3 is probably not gonna have anything. I'm like, well, I'm in Tower 1. I just spent 25 minutes, so I just drove to Tower 2 and instantly see the boost ball, and that's all I needed to do. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna save it. I'm turning this game off. Like, I just spent 25 minutes thinking I was gonna go find it organically, and I just hit another roadblock basically. And I was like, man, that is just disappointing coming from. That's how it works in Souls games. It's not a new weapon or new ability. You just get a new area and you just go explore. You have no map, you have no icon, you have no arrow telling you where to go, and you just figure it out. You just make your way through, and next thing you know, you're at a boss fight, and then maybe you connect back to a different area you've been in. And I was just like, man, that's kind of ruined, not ruined, but that play session I had with Metroid Prime 4 was heavily influenced by kind of my expectations after playing Dark Souls of like that's the way that this game should be, but it's not. That was not their design intention, obviously. But I was like, man, that just like I think I'm becoming like a Souls like fanboy at this point, where I'm even thinking like, I said this a couple years ago. I think I wouldn't mind adding the dodge roll mechanic to Link in the next Zelda game. Like, it doesn't have to be the main way to fight, but give Link something more than a little side hop. I'd be cool with, and I was just like, yeah, I kind of am addicted to this formula. Like, just go
Sounds
explore.
Like you got one more Dark Souls in there.
I got Dark Souls 3 on order. It'll be here on Sunday.
Dark Souls 2. You say you would never play it, but
I'm not playing
you might be fiending one day. You might be fiending one day.
I still got My plan is to finish Dark Souls, play Dark Souls 3, finish that, then finally boot Elden Ring back up and do the DLC. My biggest problem is I did the DLC on my New Game Plus, so it's way harder than if I had done it on my on a first playthrough. And I was in an area just filled with like dragons and stuff, and I was just like frustrated. But anyway, then to finish that before Dusk Bloods comes out or whatever, I think it's Dusk Bloods.
Yeah,
comes out on the Switch too. That's my goal for this year.
That I wouldn't, that is more of a multiplayer thing. I'd be curious to see how it compares to.
But they said that I don't know, a lot could change. They made it sound like it was gonna be completely playable single player.
It did sound like that. I'd be curious. I don't know.
It's not like Night Rain. It's not like, maybe
I
it's.
thought it was, but I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I don't know.
It looks very Bloodborne-esque. It looks very, from that shot.
I mean, honestly, like if you could play the game from start to finish, and it's genuinely a beginning, middle, end, and it's very Souls-esque in that way, I think that'd be a huge get for Nintendo. I feel like it's gonna be more like Night Rain, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know.
It didn't look like it. There's a lot of areas they showed in that first trailer. So
you would think. I mean, yeah. I mean, you would think. I think it's always good when it comes to that type of stuff to go in more negative, so you're not disappointed for some reason.
I hope it's a really good game, and I'd love it to be like just an exclusive like Bloodborne, just a really good From Software exclusive game on Switch 2. I hope.
I mean, why can't I guess I guess Elden Ring kind of right, because if you could just make a game like Bloodborne, but there's just multiplayer in it, like you could just what I mean. I don't know.
And they have multiplayer aspects in all their games. It's just really convoluted. It's super hard to do. You have to like coordinate together. Hey, I'm gonna go to this part of the game. I'm gonna draw a summon sign on the floor, and when it pops up, you have to be in that exact spot. So you have to be talking before, and then you go to that spot, and then they have to have an item to like go to your summons. It's crazy stupid, and then it only works in particular areas, so you can't like just explore the game fully. But there is a mod, an Elden Ring mod, where you can just play co-op the whole game start to finish, and people say it's like phenomenal to play that game that way, because it was fun. Sure. Clockton and I took on some areas together. It was really fun, but yeah, so I don't want it like I try not to let like that ruin other games for me, but it's just such my game. Like I told you guys years ago, like my favorite thing is just exploration, and it's like that's the obviously the challenge of the game is what people talk about, but it's just that you get no direction, no map, no nothing, and you just start walking and you figure it out.
Just go, bitch.
And, you should look up the game. I actually don't know too much about it, but I've heard it's all about no hand holding, pure exploration. It's called Hell Is Us. I don't know if that sounds familiar.
Yeah,
I feel like you might have heard of that.
That looked looked interesting visually. I don't remember what the gameplay.
Maybe you should look up a gameplay footage sometime.
I watched a review of that back and he's like, I didn't know what to do. I'm like, I thought about it. I thought about it. Like that sounded interesting, and then I just
maybe that'd be up your alley.
I forgot the game existed, to be honest. But yeah, I do remember a reviewer was complaining he didn't know what to do, and I'm like, well, they designed the game.
Well, they literally said no hand holding, no markers, nothing. It's just pure exploration. That was like what they're talking about. I don't know. So since you say that, maybe that'd be.
I had that on my list of interesting games from whatever whenever it was revealed. I was like, that looks pretty good.
I think it was last year the game came out, I believe.
But the first time I saw it was like during the E3 time, I want to say, and I was like, that looks interesting.
It came out in September, not too long ago.
And shout out to Clocked It for his review of Metroid Prime 4. It's a good video. It made me think, though. I think dude from Switch Up kind of exposed himself, though, with the whole green crystal complaint. He's the one I first heard it from. He's like, he spent 2 hours getting green crystals. I'm like, man. How could you drive around and not run into and that's the only really, in my opinion, it's the only thing to do is to hit the green crystals.
All I wanted to do.
As soon as I see the green crystals, I go for it. But I
Right.
knew
Yeah, well,
that.
that's why I'm trying to think. I finished the game and I didn't for once have to grind for that. Like literally, I just had enough. I actually had more than enough, more than half of like the next layer or whatever. If you really wanted to keep collecting when I finished, which is obviously for me, someone that doesn't do all, it's probably technically surprising, but for me it was like I don't know. It was just I try to put myself in the shoes of someone who maybe didn't do that at all. Would it be annoying? But I'm like, unfortunately, I can't because it just I don't see how you would end up
I don't get
not
it.
having enough. I don't know. Like I just I
People
really don't know.
people talking about this shit like it's like the tribals in Jet Force Gemini. Now, if you don't know,
That's what I first
uh,
thought of when I heard that
yeah,
initially.
you play Jet Force Gemini. You're going through. You're saving some of them little teddy bear creatures and shit, and then as many as you can. But you don't really pay that much attention to them. If they're there to save, you can save them. You get to the fucking end of the game, right? The very end of the game. We're gonna go fight Mizar, the big bad, and it's like, oh well, you can't go. I'm not gonna give you this part until you save every last tribal in the game, and you're like, what the fuck?
How did
I
they
could have
think?
been saving these bitches the whole time. You didn't say shit. Now you're gonna make me go back at the end of the game. The literal last thing to do is to go fight the boss. Like, nah, bruh, you can't get this spaceship part to go fight him until you go save every tribal. It's they act like it's like that, and that stuff that really didn't kill me because of the Metroid nature of fuck, what are we talking about? Of Jet Force Gemini, where you get new abilities and shit, and you can go on different doors, and you get new keys, and you go in different. So you get to explore like different areas of the same like map. So that was kind of cool to be able to go back and backtrack and find all this stuff and even upgrade even more. So it wasn't even that terrible, but people act like it's that, and I just don't see it. First of all, like Juice, I see them shits when I'm driving. I'm hitting them bitches.
I
Like,
don't know, honestly.
what else am I gonna do?
What else am I gonna do? I'm gonna shoot the occasional.
There's nothing else to do out there
flying.
anyway. You might as well hit the motherfuckers that you're driving.
Every time
by.
I stop
They
at
do
like
have
a,
some of those little temples that I do like.
I have-
Actually, I wish there was more of those.
I only
to be honest
found
with
one temple, and all the little bases I've stopped at, I haven't had the thing I
you.
need.
Yeah, you can't do much with that for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
The bases.
But yeah, it's like I guess I knew that going into the game. If I didn't know, I think I still my way I
That's
played,
what I
I
was
still would have
thinking.
did
Yeah,
it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it reminded me, like I think I said this a couple weeks ago, like that reminded me of not that requirement, but the fact that he got to the end of the game and was just like hadn't done any of that. That's like kind of how I felt about people who rushed Breath of the Wild and didn't do hardly any shrines or whatever. It's like how could you walk by all those shrines, like but I guess if
How
you
could
don't
you leave Epona in that fucking horrible stable? Like they were so terrible to him. How could you do that shit?
I think it looks pretty comfortable there. I didn't want to bother it.
So all right, real quick, I got picked up or I had it dropped off today a movie, and I will do a quick game of 20 questions, and I will
Oh, shit,
make sure I
okay.
answer,
All right.
make sure I know the facts
Any
before
questions
I.
in the house?
I'll give you
What
one
is it?
hint.
Between
It's
me and you,
probably
let's see.
a movie you wouldn't expected me to have bought, or maybe I don't know. Maybe you thought I
Okay.
already had it. I'm not sure which one
Oh,
is
that,
more
well, that
applicable.
doesn't help, I guess, at all.
But if
That
you
didn't help at all.
if you knew I didn't have it, you would probably be like, I wouldn't expect you to have bought that.
Okay.
Maybe that's a bad hint, but
That was like the opposite of help.
yeah, it's probably gonna make it worse. Now you're gonna probably not guess. But anyway, 20 questions. How do we keep track of the amount? I'll just make a dash on this
I
piece of
always like
paper.
to go by the years. So, T, do you think we could craft a question where it's like, is it
Decade.
is it like from the 2020s? Because then you could be like, oh, it's only 6 years. So like the past 6 years.
Okay. Because if that's the case, I ain't gonna know what the fuck you watch because I don't watch that many movies anymore. So if that's the case,
I'm just guessing because he's picking up something that
All right,
maybe was
are
like.
you still
a
working
newer
on your first
pickup you
question?
wanted.
yeah, we're
So
still.
yeah, so here is it from the 2020s?
No.
Shit.
God damn.
It-
God damn.
Could we waste a few more questions? Is that in the 2010s, 2000s, 1999s, 1990s?
I mean-
Let's do 2010s because that's another decade I'm
Yes.
a little bit funny on. It's
Oh,
from the
2010s?
2010s. Okay.
It's gonna be tough for me if it ain't from 2015 and above.
It's gonna be tough for me if it ain't from below 2010. So, damn. All right, let's go genre.
I'm gonna look
Yeah.
up the official genre. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh no, it's one of those movies.
This
You got to
is-
look up the genre.
This is the official
Goddamn.
Wikipedia genre. I'm gonna go by. Okay, is that okay? Is that
Okay.
acceptable?
Oh,
It's not what
man.
I would have thought personally. But
Oh no! Oh no! It's some artsy fartsy bullshit. That's what.
let me see if I can find like a
let's see, right?
second source to see what they think the genre is. Because
I feel like for me, I guess I have to know if it's from 2015 to 2019.
no,
Oh man! All right, so 2010 to 2015.
Oh, you said no?
Yeah, he said no.
Oh shit, I'm not gonna know this.
Yeah, we're fucked. Hey.
2010 to
we're-
2014. Oh shit. Wait, how many questions? That was already four
that's
questions, I think, right?
3 questions that I
Okay.
had.
Oh, so we
Alright,
didn't say anything.
we nailed down the genre is scaring me. How about no, we can't do directed. That ain't gonna help. That ain't gonna help with shit.
No, 'cause, yeah. Well,
Woo.
I mean, should we go some box office wise? You know,
Oh yeah, that might work.
did it show? I mean,
You want to discuss this, or you gonna go ahead and ask a
well,
question?
no, I'm not gonna say. I'm like, do you think we should say something like
Oh,
500 million or more, or like a billion or more,
Whew.
or 200?
I have a
million
feeling
less?
it's a low
200
budget
million
movie.
less?
I have
You
a
think it's
feeling
what?
it's low budget. I have a feeling it's low budget.
I got the total worldwide gross here. I got the budget.
Shit.
Just
Or gross, I should say, how much money it made.
I feel like we should. Well, in that case, I mean,
You
if
wanna
we
aim
nail
high
it with,
first?
like 300 million or less, would be like, oh, and yes, oh, that's a good one. I feel like. I don't know.
300 that's a good start. That's a good starting spot.
what's
You want to go less or more?
I would
Well,
say,
either way,
well, I
you
guess
know.
it doesn't matter. If it's more, then
Yeah,
it's
it
less.
doesn't
If it's
matter.
less, it's more.
Right.
So
that
yeah,
makes
all right,
sense.
300 million or less.
No.
Okay, so it's more.
Ooh. Okay, so it's a big movie. That helps.
All right. I'm gonna go on box office mojo.
Come on, that's
Is it
cheating.
2012? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I
cheating.
can't do that. I can't do that.
Yeah, shit.
Okay, fine. That's
You
that's
can't
something
use
that-
the internet. God damn.
It's like there's like 100 plus movies that are 100 million
So-
or more.
Here's the thing. We got some good information here. We know that it's a fairly big movie with a undefined genre.
Well, I didn't say
But that
that. I
doesn't
just said I
happen a
looked
lot.
it up just to make sure
Oh,
to get the official.
well, you didn't know off the top of your head, so
I
that
said
makes
it's,
me wonder.
it's not necessarily what I would have classified it, but you know,
Right.
doesn't mean
So
that.
that I find that interesting.
It's from 2010 to 2014, made over 300 million.
Don't be looking up movies that.
No, I didn't. I'm not
Yeah,
looking.
yeah.
I literally have to- I'm literally-
You looking off to the
this is
side for what you doing that over
This
there?
is just a chat. This is just, look, my hands over here. I'm not looking.
Oh, you're looking at
I'm
the
not
chat.
looking. I'm not looking. I'm literally just thinking. My mind is just thinking.
It's definitely not Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Because Oppenheimer came out recently.
Well, here's
Well,
the
not recently,
question.
but,
I
you know,
hate
that's
to
a
give
good
you
one.
guys. I hate to give you guys, help, but the official.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
not
good.
It's not just a single genre, according
Yeah, it's
to
probably
the
multiple
official.
Right.
There's a
Click,
bunch
not a
of
single
genres.
Sci-fi.
So you'd
Yeah.
have to you'd have to ask it in a way that leaves it open ended. You know, you can't just say.
Okay,
well,
let's do studio.
Okay.
You want to do that? That might help us out.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of because I have a feeling. Well, I don't have a feeling. I have an inkling of the idea what the movie might be, but
Already,
again,
that's great.
yeah, inkling. It doesn't mean I know anything. All right, so is it? Oh, first of all, should we go live action or animated?
Yeah, let's do that. I think it is live action. I bet you, but
I think it's live action too.
is it live action?
Yes.
All right.
That's your
Okay.
5th question.
Got 15 more. Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to just go by studios, or at least
Yeah.
the major ones?
Well, oh man, that's tough because live action. I can't think of even a live action Disney in 2010 to 2014. To be honest with you, I can't even think of that one. So I
I
wouldn't
can
say
think of
Disney.
one because I
Oh
was
yeah,
thinking Disney. Yeah, go ahead.
which one?
We can-
Which one?
well, I'm not gonna say what the movie
Why
might
not?
be, but
Well, it could be that. We're
'cause
just guessing.
we can't throw it out there and then no, I don't want to do that.
Okay, I
We
don't
got
think
some more questions here. We got some time here.
All right.
All right. So you said Disney, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
No, I guess Disney.
What's your question?
No way.
Is the
Is it
studio Disney?
Disney?
Oh, he don't know.
I can't answer.
What?
It's not a specific
not?
enough question.
Is it distributed by Disney?
The way you asked it, I have to say yes.
So clearly, it has something to do with Disney. I mean, you already told on it. So am I right? Am I right
Is it
with my
distributed
guess?
by Disney, and he says,
I can't be right. I can't be right that quickly.
well, then try to narrow it down by whatever you're thinking, like whatever the lead actors or something.
All right. So we got how many left? We got that's 6 questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
14. Bro, if you get
All
this,
right. Yeah, I was gonna go lead actor next,
Okay.
but I want to word this
if
in a
you're
way
gonna
that
delete the
helps.
lead actor, then I mean that's just weird. It seems like you already know
Say it,
the movie
maybe
at that
it's-
point.
No. I wasn't gonna ask you who
Oh,
is it. This lead actor. I was gonna ask you like,
Why not?
I can ask the question. Okay. How do I ask this? Because it's kind of vague. I think you probably wouldn't want to take that one.
Maybe that is.
Is it a major? That doesn't sound right. Does it? A major lead actor? That doesn't sound right.
No, if you have
That
a
doesn't sound right
movie
at all.
in mind, just say the actor. Like, is a actor in this movie, and just say the actor. Might as well.
that seems like
I don't
a
want.
very narrow
I don't want-
question, but go ahead.
I don't.
But
I
that's
don't
the whole
want to.
point of this. We're trying to get.
I don't
directly-
want to do that, fucker.
Why? We want to get directly to it. That's the whole point.
I'll say there is going to be some controversy about one of the questions you asked already and the answer I gave. So,
Uh-oh.
but the way
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Can I ask this? Basically, okay. Is it original or is it based on IP? An IP.
that's not a yes or no question.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, is it original?
Is
That
it
is yes or
original
no?
IP? No.
It's not. Okay.
Not original IP from Disney. Live action 2010 to 2014. But not by Disney, right? It's like distributed by Disney. Oh, it might be. Well, I'm worried it's somehow a Fox movie because Disney bought them or something. I don't know if that's somehow. You're like
Somebody put Tenet. You know when Tenet came out? What the fuck? I gotta take that for granted. I know movie years. But Tenet.
Well, I mean, Tenet was only
2020.
2021, I believe.
That was
Right,
during
that's what I'm
COVID.
trying to say. That's way off.
Yeah, 2020.
All right. So 300 mil. The IP is not original. Disney area.
Well, it's not
Disney
original
related.
IP, so it's based on something. I'm leaning into like Pirates of the Caribbean. So I think he probably has all the movies.
I didn't think this would be so thought through.
Yeah. Well. All right. So let's go with. Damn it! What was my question?
Well, you just
All right.
asked-
I'm just throw this out here. Is it? Can I just throw the movie out that I was thinking about?
Yes, yeah, of course.
Is it John Carter?
no.
I had a
I already
feeling you
have
thought
that.
that, but
I already have
I
that
had a feeling
3D.
you thought that. But
Yeah, I know. I
was-
couldn't remember though. couldn't
I was
remember.
thinking, maybe, you think it could be Pirates of the Caribbean, one of them?
Yeah, I don't really know Pirates after the third one. I don't remember.
No, but like, might as well ask. Is it in the franchise of Pirates of the Caribbean?
Well, that's so Disney, dude. That's like Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't think he would have been able to kind of finagle out of that one. I thought it was John Carter, but yeah. All right. So
That's eight questions.
did it make more than 500 million?
No.
Okay, so beautiful. Look at that. So between 3 and 5.
Damn.
Disney.
Is that what's that one with Johnny Depp that he's like the old western thing or something?
Oh, I don't think that made 300 million. You're talking about the Lone Ranger?
Budget might have been.
Lone Ranger, wasn't that Disney?
That's Disney, but I don't think that shit made no 300 million. That shit bomb.
Well, maybe that's why it bought, like, it was only 300 million, and I think it cost it like.
I think if they got like 300 million out of that, they would have been happy. You would have had 2 or 3 sequels.
Okay.
That. I'm sure the budget wasn't that crazy. I don't want to talk you out of it. If you want to ask if that's the one, then go right ahead. But I don't think that bitch made no 300
or
million.
even, well, okay. Well, I want to say can we just say
or
is
more?
It sci-fi? Is it listed as sci-fi?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, genre, sci-fi,
yes.
beautiful.
And yes.
See.
In that case,
sequels. How about sequels? Are there any sequels?
Yes.
Oh,
That's a good question.
there's only one in my mind, and it's also, I also see the chat that I could totally see.
yeah. That's where I was going.
I could see. What? So we just confirm it. Is there a sequel?
I don't know that this made 300 either, though. That just kind of.
I think it did.
do well.
I think it made like 400 or something like that, though.
Really?
What do you?
Yeah.
What? I was reading the chat.
Well, we're about to say it, maybe. Well, no, I think we should say, was there a sequel in last year?
In 2025?
In 2025.
No.
No.
Oh, that then
Yeah,
it ain't Tron
Well,
Legacy.
that eliminates that one.
Okay, all right.
That's
well,
12
that's Tron Legacy.
questions. 8 more to go.
12 questions. We got 8 more. God damn
Holy
it.
shit.
Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. That can't be it. Because that bitch made way more. Never mind. Get rid of that one.
400 million,
And that would be crazy if you didn't have that one already. Not really, though. I guess not. But it made more than 500. So.
And remember, he said it's going to be controversial. One of the questions. Like in terms of how he said, like, I'm pretty sure that's the question, the one with Disney distributing.
So it's sci-fi, over 300 million, 2010 to 2014.
Try to
has
think,
sequels.
Is there a Miramax? Is there a Miramax film that they distributed?
So sequels mean it had movies that came out after it, right? Because that's what sequel means. So
That's how I
did you
took
answer?
it. That's how I
Is
took it.
is he owns Kill Bills, right? And that wasn't, I don't know what year that was, in 2010 to 2014. I'm guessing.
No, there was no.
No, that was
Yeah,
earlier.
Was that 2008?
Yeah, Kill Bill was like 2000.
That was earlier, right?
Yeah, it was like 2003.
Oh, okay, yeah.
2000.
No, but I'm thinking like Miramax. Like, is there any Miramax film that was like 340 million, 500 million in the 2010 to 2014?
Is Disney? Is Disney Miramax?
Yeah, at well, they I think they stopped it at some point, like shut down Miramax.
We
But,
gotta,
like,
we
during
gotta,
that-
we gotta get
Yeah,
through
this
this.
is,
Come
this
on.
is we got to get through this. Shit.
This is way too long. People are falling asleep.
All right, so how about okay, you said it's sci-fi.
Oh yeah, sci-fi. I forgot about that already.
Does it have? Okay, I'm guessing it would have to have, but I need to know this. Does it have a major lead actor in the movie?
Yes. A lead act.
Okay.
Okay, major. That's a tough one. That's
Like-
kind of objective.
Okay, yeah, I don't, it's
though.
hard to.
That's kind of
Yeah, it's
tough.
kind of
subjective.
hard
Yeah.
to.
Major
Okay,
in
does
what
it have
way?
an actor in the movie that? Oh fuck! I don't know how to word that shit anymore.
Do we
I
say
give
like
up on-
is the
I give
lead
up on life.
actor a male?
Well, I'm guessing it's a male because he kind of said yes, but took it back. So
Oh,
you
because
can
you
say,
just said lead male actor. That's right.
yeah.
Right. It was kind of like
Somebody said Waterworld.
I did
What is
pick that
time?
up at 1994.
What is
Has to be
time?
set in space. Do you want to just say if it's set in space? You want to ask? He says if it.
Oh
has to be
yeah,
set in
let's ask that. Is it set in space?
I'm
Oh,
gonna
he
say
doesn't know.
no,
He doesn't know.
but
He's gonna
that's
You
say
saying no?
that's not.
So
So
there's
they
a
go to
somewhat-
they go to space, but it's not
there's
set in
some-
space.
So that means
It's
there's
not set in
some
space.
Not set in space. All right.
So the way he answered that made me feel like they go into space, but it's not set
Maybe there's
there.
some space element.
There's some space element to it.
Yeah, it's that's kind of a hard question to, that's kind of a very vague question in some ways.
When was that?
Oh,
Oh, no,
no.
that was. I think that was later than 2015.
2010 to 2014.
That's what's killing me. I'm not good with 2010.
If you
to
would have
20
said 2015 to 2019, I think I would have got it.
I think I'd have been. Yeah.
That's when I started watching movies heavy.
Oh wait, is that a Sony movie? Oh no, there's no way you have that movie. That's because you talk about the sound and shit in that movie.
Which one?
Fuck, the one with Mila Kunis and shit.
Oh,
Oh,
that was a Warner Brothers.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not in the right studio.
That's what with
Jupiter,
Channing
Jupiter Ascending.
Jupiter Ascending.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro. I'm stumped. I
Well, I'm
don't
trying to
know
think
that.
of- well, let's think about why would he pick it up now? Is there a reason? Was there something that came out maybe? Something
He's not gonna answer that.
that thought about.
I
made
can
him
tell
think
you
about
why. It not going to help you.
Well, why?
There was a movie reaction on my favorite channel to it, and I was like,
that's
you know what?
Damn.
Oh, that
Maybe I'll rewatch
That
that
doesn't help.
movie.
Maybe there's a reason they did a movie reaction because there's something topical.
was it Brokeback Mountain.
I mean, it's always hard, to be on this side to think like you guys are usually pretty good at asking questions that narrow it down quick.
12 Feet Tall says, "Is it open world trash like Breath of the Wild?"
You want me to answer Air's question?
Yeah, it's set on Earth.
It's
Yes,
but
go
it's
ahead.
nothing
Answer
to do
Air's
with space.
question.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was already thinking, but after you said the way you said it, so it's set on Earth.
What's
obviously.
that? Remember that there's like a movie. I don't know when that came out. It's like the Hitchhiker.
I'll give you a hint.
No, that was a 2000.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
The majority of the main story takes place on Earth.
Whoa.
So that's when you say set on Earth. I'll give you a hint. It's the majority of the movies on Earth, like more than 50% majority.
And you said it has sequels, which means movies came out after it. Did you answer that correctly?
Yes.
Forget about that.
Okay, so
Forget about
this
that.
is either the first one or
I really think we
Somewhere-
should find out if there was a
second one.
sequel in the past.
this shit ain't helping me at all, by the way.
Is there a? I think we should- I
I'm
think
just
we
trying to
should
sound
say-
like I'm on to some trail here, but I
No, but I
got
think we
nothing.
should say, has there been a sequel in the past like 10 years? I know it's a large range.
Okay, that's pretty big.
Yeah,
Is
Has
there
there been a
range.
sequel in let's say 5 years.
Okay. Has there been a sequel in the past 5 years?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay, all right. Now I have to think about sequels that came out in the past 5 years. All right.
Okay,
Let me look around this room.
I got one. What are we on? Question? How many you
That's
got left?
you got 5 left.
All right, I'm gonna ask this one. Is it in the superhero genre?
Yes.
Boom! Boom, baby! Boom!
2014 was Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh no, but that's all in space.
Yeah, that's all set in. It's barely on
Yeah,
Earth.
really all in space.
So
Wait, in the
superhero,
genre by Disney?
it's superhero sci-fi. That's why he said, "Ooh, Disney." It's definitely Marvel. He's trying to put on this. Look at him. He's trying to put on this poker face. And
I'm
shit
just
right now.
listening. I'm watching.
All right, I'm gonna go to the MCU. 2010. I already forgot.
Set
what
on
it was.
Earth.
Well, 2014 was Guardians. And
I was gonna
Age
say it's
of
not
Ultron.
a. Oh no, it's not a.
No, Age of Ultron was like
Thor.
2013.
Wait, when was Thor?
Really my mind. Well, can we ask if it's a Marvel movie? Can we ask if it's a Marvel movie?
Right. Let's ask that.
Is it a Marvel movie?
Yes.
It's a Marvel movie.
No, that's huge. We got.
Bro, I
this.
already
We got
told you that shit. I
But-
already told you it was Marvel.
I know, but this is
Before,
like
because you're gonna get it in a second, I'm gonna tell you. You asked, "Is it distributed by Disney?" I said yes. If you asked, "Was it distributed by Disney?" I would have had to say no. Because they didn't buy. Disney didn't buy the Marvel until what?
And
Oh,
so,
so this is not. This
You
is
said
on Fox.
is. You said is it distributed? Now it is.
so this is back when it was still
Oh,
Universal
so
and
this is
shit.
Fox? No. So is this supposed to be like? Wait, now we have
Fox.
to ask. Is
Oh,
was
I guess it could be.
Was it distributed by Fox initially? Should we say that?
Yep.
If it's not, then it's.
Oh,
it
yeah. I mean, might as well.
has to be technically. Was at the time of release was it distributed by Fox?
No.
What? I knew that way. I knew it was. It's a Marvel. It's
Yeah.
well, Fox is
said-
Marvel as well, but it's not X-Men.
Yeah.
It's
I
fucking-
assumed you meant Marvel Studios, not just a Marvel property.
Yeah, it's.
When I answered.
No, yeah, I meant Marvel Studios.
Oh, so this is not this is not MCU. I'm guessing we're not talking about MCU sort of stuff.
Why not?
No, we're talking MCU.
I thought we're not talking MCU. We are talking MCU. Wait, should I ask? Are we talking again?
No, you're wasting questions. You got two questions.
So
left.
it's a question right there. It has to be MCU, bro. It's not Fox.
He
It has
already
to be
asked if
MCU.
it
What
was
else-
Marvel.
what's
I
left?
assumed he meant Marvel Studios. I answered it as if it was Marvel Studios.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Okay.
I was
So
thinking Marvel Studios. That's what I meant.
As an MCU. Okay, so
Yeah.
let me think. So 2008. That's when it started. You
So
know,
you got Iron Man there.
Iron Man
Iron Man was
3.
all on Earth.
you have Iron Man 3. You
That's
got
all on Earth. That's all Earth.
you got Thor 1.
Captain America. That's all Earth.
Captain
You got-
America. I think that was.
Thor though. No,
Thor
Thor
is
is
a
mostly
good-
on Asgard. Thor 2.
Thor,
Thor:
you
The
think
Dark
Thor's
World was
majority on
trash.
Asgard? I don't know. Thor 1's not really.
No, Thor 1 is Earth mostly.
Yeah.
There's some Asgard in there, but it's mostly on Earth.
Yeah.
That would be my guess.
I would think Thor 1. Should we say, does it star Thor? Oh, it's Thor 1. God damn, it's still Thor 1. Yeah, there you go.
And that took forever.
It's fucking Thor.
And
Yeah.
he would have went down a
Oh,
totally different
man.
path if you said, was it distributed by Disney? And I would have said no. Because you would probably wouldn't have realized that Disney didn't buy it till after, like,
They didn't buy it till
Avengers, maybe?
20.
I think it was after
13?
Avengers,
Or
like
before, right
something like
before Avengers, maybe?
Yeah.
that.
Because it's Marvel's The Avengers. They bought
I
it.
forget that shit, but yeah, it was
Yeah.
Universal.
Yeah, so I've always liked Thor. It's not like the most grandiose movie, but when I started
Thor was
watching,
one of my favorite ones. Yeah,
I started watching the reaction. I'm like, man, I forgot all about the cool sci-fi Asgard stuff in the beginning. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I missed that because, comic books, it's all magic and all that kind of stuff. But the original Thor was acting like this is science fiction. This is not, it's not magic based. It's not fantasy. It's sci-fi. This is all science.
So
And
Marvel
I'm like,
was
that's interesting.
bought by Walt Disney in 2015. It says, but wasn't it Marvel's The Avengers? Oh, yeah, Marvel's, not Disney's The Avengers. Duh. Yeah, they bought it.
yeah, it was Marvel's The Avengers,
2015. Yeah. So I think that really messed you up because you're just thinking Disney, but it was actually Paramount that initially.
That's right. It was Paramount that did it.
But yeah,
Also
this is
Universal?
good. This is Disney's
Yeah.
re-released the 4K. so-
Universal was Incredible Hulk. It was the only one. It was Incredible Hulk for Universal.
Yeah,
Incredible
And everyone was
Hulk's.
Paramount. Paramount for a while.
I know it was Incredible Hulk because I don't think Incredible Hulk made 300.
Nah, I don't.
Could be wrong.
I'm
don't
not a
think
big
it made
fan
it.
of that one.
I think it made 300. Incredible. I think it like hit 300 in like 13 or something. Like it was some.
So let's
some
talk
specific-
about Final Fantasy VII selling out on Switch
Yeah.
2.
Wow.
Oh,
I don't know if it just was limited.
I mean, I bet you did
Say,
lower stock or
Did
something.
they not have a lot
It
of
was
stock,
number one on
or-
Amazon. It's number one on the eShop.
Yes, I don't
I
know.
wonder how
It's
many.
hard to believe that it's like it just they print out so many.
How
copies
many
and
do you
stuff.
think that's going to equate to in
That
like
doesn't mean a
hard
whole
copies
lot
sold,
yet.
digital, physical? You think it's going to be 1 million copies on Switch 2 or?
I don't know
Because
about
it's
a
only
million yet. I think
$40 too.
eventually
It's
get to a
30.
million.
I hope so.
It's
It was
$39.99
$40.
for
Yeah,
the
they
integrate.
did put a 40. That is
has,
true.
It's the PS5, mostly PS5 version with the DLC.
Mm-hmm.
So that was, I mean, kind of surprising. But when's the last time Nintendo fans had like I guess a new Final Fantasy other than like the mobile game of Final Fantasy 15, and then was there like a Steam
Final Fantasy
was there
Crystal
a cloud,
Chronicles?
was there a cloud version of Final Fantasy 8 something on Switch? I don't think so.
No.
It's
The
a key,
originals were
it's a key
on
card,
Switch.
right?
Yeah,
Well,
that
the
was definitely
original,
a card.
original 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, there was. They
those
re-released some of the older games, obviously, but like
Yeah, and 10. 12 is 12 on there. I don't
also,
I think 12 is on there. No 13.
know. 12 is right. Yeah,
Yeah, no 13 though.
they patched or updated Donkey Kong Country Returns HD for Switch 2.
Brandon.
Apparently there
Did
were
they
some
fix
issues.
all the bullshit?
I didn't know that was what was it? That was basically the 3DS version ported to Switch.
Yeah.
1. Wasn't even. That's why it didn't look. I never thought it looked that good.
Well,
but,
no, but I mean, to be fair, there's a reason they did that is because they had the more content. They had the extra
Yeah.
content and stuff.
Yeah.
So they wanted to bring that version.
But it's like, how does it
So
not have
that-
tropical?
It's like,
How does it
It's
not
like
have
a
the fur from
downgrade
Tropical
and
Freeze? Like, come on. Like, you're going to put it in HD on a more powerful system. You're not going to give DK the fur. Now, they still didn't give him the fur, but they did increase the resolution. They fixed some issues, but like, I was like, why did that get a free update? And add Dixie Kong.
very
Like, what the
random.
hell? Where's Xenoblade
I don't
Chronicle
know.
X's freaking free update?
Nintendo weird, bro. Nintendo be weird.
I mean,
Be
I
weird.
think,
Where's
I think
Dread?
You'll get Xenoblade Chronicles X eventually. But
Dread
for
needs
some
a
reason,
damn free
timing it.
update.
I don't know why they're timing it. They want to time
Yeah.
these things for some reason.
Dread needs to be 4K HDR. That game would look absolutely phenomenal.
They'll probably want to resell it
Yeah,
as
well,
a Switch 2 edition.
Wonder's got an $80 edition coming out. I don't remember when. It's got to add something. I forget. They're adding some kind of new part of the
Bad
map.
looks.
They had like a lot of like multiplayer stuff to it, and then you got like Rosaline as a new character and stuff like that. It's very multiplayer focused, like in terms of mini games. And
Oh yeah,
stuff,
we
which
also the
is fun.
Mario Odyssey movie trailer looks pretty good.
The Mario Odyssey. I think
That was a
you-
Mario
you-
Odyssey
you're
trailer with
wrong.
Yoshi.
No, I think you know what? Well, the only thing that was Odyssey was you had the T-Rex and you had the Sand Kingdom.
Yeah.
But like realistically, the Sand Kingdom, I think I'm kind of piecing it together, which is why I want to stop watching it because I think that's at the very beginning. Like there's a distress signal. They go to the
Tostarena?
Sand. Yeah, well,
Just-
because if you
just
remember in the original Mario movie, the first one that just came out a few years ago, they have on the Mushroom Kingdom map or whatever they call it is the Sand Kingdom. So it's not
Yeah,
in
you can
space.
see the same. Yeah.
So that part they're not in space yet. So to be fair,
No, that's not space.
that's where they go to get Yoshi,
Yoshi.
and then all of a sudden Bowser Jr. comes.
Which that's kind of weird. Why is Yoshi in?
Gets his dad back, and then they shoot out to space. I think that's what it's gonna be. So
Can he be
I
on
think it's
Yoshi's
still
island?
very early on. I think it's still yeah. I don't know.
Birdo
But I
made
thought
an
it was very
appearance.
funny the when he they're actually at the Star Festival, which is very Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
And Yoshi like eats Toad's like
Yeah, that's funny.
snack, and he's like, "Who's this guy?" and he's like, oh, "You tell me he's just gonna come around here?" He's like, "He just comes around and eats my stuff." And the way it's said was really funny.
I wish this might be the Nintendo fan in me though. I wish they just used the real like sounds from the game of Yoshi, like not the a new like a re-recorded version. Like I just wanted to hear the straight from the game, dang dang, like sound.
It's pretty damn close, but yeah, you know, like they for some reason they definitely could have just used the regular.
I
in-game
feel
sound.
like
if he's literally just gonna say Yoshi, I mean, you
I
might.
feel like it's a girl, it's a woman doing his voice too. I don't know what the original.
Maybe they
one
would have
was.
had to credit the original person. They didn't want to
Yeah.
do that. No, Nintendo, they don't want to
Well,
crack
no, they
nobody.
cast like Natalie Portman or something to do Yoshi, just like they do with,
Well, notice they didn't give them like they didn't give Yoshi a credit in terms of like who's
Yeah.
voicing Yoshi. It was just like
They did Groot with Vin
yeah.
Diesel.
So I think
Academy
they really are
Award-winning actress Halle Berry
Halle Berry is Yoshi.
is Yoshi.
She wouldn't turn that shit down either.
I did see a clip that they shared also that was an extra little clip of Yoshi also where it's just a little bit more extended of that Star Festival and he walks in and I'm just like I already love the idea Toad like doesn't like Yoshi and is annoyed by Yoshi and he's like oh cool Yoshi's here and he like fist bumps him or something and he wipes his hand and just I was like oh this is good that's gonna be funny. He does
Mauser?
not like Yoshi.
In the trailer? Someone said?
Yeah, Mauser's in the
Phoenix?
trailer. But
What?
he's like
Oh,
really,
that's
really like fucking. He's like all old and depressed. Like shit.
I'm watching it right now. I don't,
Damn.
you know,
Can we
it's,
get
even though I'm not
He's in the,
monetized,
you
you
know,
Can
know,
we get Ethan Ward?
I don't like
you
Nintendo's
can't be
weird
showing
about
trailer
Mario
either.
trailers. It's stupid. It's a trailer that should never be
I know.
flagged. You want people to see your trailer.
Well, unfortunately, it's movie companies they don't understand for some reason. Still, I don't know. It's very strange.
Yeah, because
but,
I
yeah.
mean, it's just stupid. I did a video, years ago, just reacting to old movie trailers I loved and see if they still held up, and
yeah,
got blocked after. I mean, it wasn't even monetized, so who cares? But yeah, I don't know, man. It just visually, I think it looks better. Maybe it's just because in different environments. I just thought the first movie looked a little washed out, or the colors were just a little too pastel-y. The jokes are funny in both trailers for me. Like,
yes,
this
still
looks
pretty
like
fun.
the proper Mario movie. Hopefully, it is.
You'll play it safe and shit.
Will you see it in theaters though? Are you
Take
like,
it
nah?
to the.
I probably
Oh yeah.
will. So, what do you think? I'm just gonna do this shot. It's the thumbnail.
Dig into
of
the
video.
lore. I heard Mauser's in the damn trailer, so that means y'all digging.
What do you think?
They also
This
have
doesn't look
a
like a
Yoshi
Mario
Story.
area. This looks like something from Immortals or Phoenix Rising. Actually, this actual tree is in that game.
Well, I mean, this
I love the frog
Maybe that's
suit.
Yoshi's Island.
is very funny. The frogs, yeah. And Yoshi looks great. Yeah, Yoshi.
I didn't
looks
even
great.
notice the festival thing. Like then it's got the giant. I don't know if that's just a cheap. I don't know what
Cheap
the
or-
official
Cheap.
name is.
Or was it Bertha? Isn't it like the huge one,
Bertha.
like, Bertha?
Yeah, Big Bertha.
Like that's great. That's a great shot.
Who was in the original live-action Mario movie?
You can see
Oh,
Luigi.
yeah.
Black woman, as a black woman dressed in a weird outfit.
at least Luigi's going to
Bertha.
Luigi looks like he's going to actually have a part to play the whole movie. Hopefully. Oops.
Yeah. Well, this is clearly space for sure. I mean, this is Princess Peach and Toad on
This
their
looks
own
like
little
in some
side.
kind of like inside like
Birdo.
slot machines. It's a
Mauser.
weird setting
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm trying
Well-
to think if there was a slot machine-esque level. No, that's Sonic.
to me, that definitely looks like. See, this is the Star Festival. This is like the Star
Casino.
Festival, like
Yeah,
from
that's
the
Star
beginning
Festival
of Mario
Galaxy.
Galaxy when you first
Mhm.
like literally that first section of Mario Galaxy. So what it could be is this. This is the Star Festival, which is exactly like the game. They go to the castle. Yoshi
Could
does
be
thing,
the
and
end
all
of the
a sudden
movie too. Maybe.
Bowser Jr. comes in and does that. No, this is not the. This is the beginning of the movie. I'll make a bet. This is the beginning of the movie. The reason why is because this is where it's just like in the game. Like they take the castle from the Star Festival, and I think that's what they're gonna do.
Shows up
So-
in his floating.
Yeah,
Not
ass.
exactly, but like that's gonna be like the premise is Bowser Jr. is gonna come down and take that.
Let's look at this.
This is Odyssey in terms of the T-Rex.
That's
Odyssey.
honestly, yeah. Are
And
you
this
are you
is-
gonna be able to possess that motherfucker? That's what can I throw my hattie? Am I gonna with Cappy at that bitch? And probably not.
Nah, I think what happens here is that the fact that this is in another galaxy. This is actually another galaxy, but they're
Well, this-
doing some Odyssey thing. And then Kamek turned them into
Wasn't
babies.
Super Mario 3 set on Dinosaur World or some shit?
Super Mario World, you mean?
Is that what they called it? I know.
Super Mario World. Wasn't that set on
Yeah.
Dinosaur
Mhm.
Island or
Yeah.
some shit? So maybe they're just
What's up? This is like
kind
a
of
Bowser
merging that
castle.
together. That looks
area.
Castle for sure.
That's a cool Bowser Castle area.
That looks like I
Maybe
want
they're
to play that in a
merging
game.
Odyssey.
I want to play
Yeah,
this
I would
in a
like.
3D
I would
game.
like to play in a 3D Mario game where you go
I
like
was gonna
that.
say looks like the one of the Mario Kart tracks.
Yeah. But look, you got the platforms that you get that are perfect for a level in a game right there.
I'd love just like a 3D Mario game just to have more of a 2D Mario, like get to the end.
You mean like 3D World?
3D World?
No, but like this camera perspective, like you're running over
this,
Mario's
like,
shoulder,
like almost like behind the back.
and it's like, but it's like
Oh.
a straightforward level. You just got to get through within the time, type of thing. Like a time trial, like a trial. Some of the Odyssey trials had stuff kind of like that, but yeah,
For sure.
looks cool.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna fall for
There's a
Robert.
question.
Give me hope. Oh, they said they're working on the sound and with.
They did at least. They did.
Well,
So
I'm sure they did that too with the last movie, but it's one of the least
No more
impressive sounding
bullshit pop
movies.
songs. God damn it!
I put that
No
in
more-
the direct. I said I don't want to hear any more pop music to set to montages.
Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to say. That in the direct they said, "Hey, it's like they're making this."
But they're like, we got
They said it's an orchestra they got this time. They say that
orchestra, and then
Yeah.
they said they're working with THX or Lucasfilm or whatever, and it's like they used to
Yeah.
always have the best sound, but that's not necessarily the case anymore. Like Warner Brothers, pretty much. Actually, Sony's pretty good with
So
their.
that you would think that gives you a little bit more hope that
Yeah.
you're gonna do.
But it is, at the end of the day,
Illumination.
it's Illumination. So,
That's a good question there, Visor. When are they dropping Super Mario the movie, the game?
yeah,
They
because
did
I
Street
was
Fighter.
thinking that in that T-Rex shot, I'm like, man, imagine if the next 3D Mario game looked like that. Like, this is a better shot.
Oh man, I mean,
I don't need it to look like that. I just need that bit to be amazing.
But like,
I mean, that's a little much. That's a little much for the Switch 2.
yeah.
no, yeah, Switch 2 ain't doing it like that, but
But like, I mean, I think Galaxy's a good looking game, but the area with the T-Rex to me is like not the most like not what I would pick to show off
Yeah,
what that
it's-
game's capable
it's-
of.
No.
Especially the ground textures are just like they're really bad, but it's still
For that game to maintain 60,
like New Donk City is
The way it
where I
does.
would choose to say, look how cool this looks, like visually and from a impressive standpoint. But yeah, also
and they moved the movie up a few days.
Did
It's
they?
April 1st now. Yeah. And
Microsoft.
you know why?
April
Because it's
Fool's.
Wednesday. They want to get that new Wednesday record, man.
Yep. They want those extra few days for that opening weekend.
bastards. They all do that
Microsoft
shit now.
showed off some games. We finally saw like an extended look at Fable, which looks pretty good
That's
visually.
right.
I thought Fable was canceled.
Visually, it looks really good. I think it said autumn though. It still doesn't have like a month or lock date, but
Yeah, I mean, autumn.
That's
What do you
fine.
think? What do you think? September or something? Maybe?
they
I think October.
what do you
So-
call it? It just I didn't think I saw it said anywhere or posted anywhere. Just I saw the trailer. The only reason I knew it existed, it popped up. A PlayStation posted the teaser trailer on PlayStation official website. Oh, I guess it's coming to PS5. Like I didn't know. I don't think that was
Yeah.
announced
Fable?
at that point.
Yeah, Fable's day one, I think.
And then Forza's gonna get a later
And
date.
Forza
but-
also-
Homies, go ahead and pay for Fable full price, and so I can get it on Game Pass.
Well, I know. I kind of feel like there's two sides to that Forza Horizon 5 sales thing. You could say, well, PlayStation fans actually bought the game instead of just renting it and trying it. But it was surprising to see because it said downloaded, but the game was never.
Oh, you can't buy it on Xbox.
Yeah, but I mean, what are you trying to
Does
break?
everybody have a Game Pass?
What it looks like to me is it's like, oh wow,
Oh.
look, it's this high. Look how many downloads. Well, the game was never available on like PlayStation Plus or whatever, so they had to have bought it in order to have downloaded it. So that tells me a lot of people bought the game. Like, yeah, I mean, that just to me that's like, yeah, I mean, a bunch of PlayStation owners bought the game. I mean, I don't see where that's anything.
Congrats.
It's also
Negative.
triple the install
It was-
base for them.
It's negative to the motherfuckers who, for years, talking about Xbox games are trash, and now since Sony ain't putting out shit, they're all the podcasts are about Xbox games. I just find that interesting and funny. That's all. I don't say it's negative. I just think it's funny.
It is their most
just funny to me.
highly rated franchise, especially the last
What?
two games, Forza Horizon.
Well, I'm
Like,
not just talking
I
about
don't think
Forza. I'm
anybody
talking
was
about
shitting on.
Halo and no. I'm just saying they just say Xbox games. So
Well,
you
yeah,
say you don't know what's going on in these spaces.
Yeah, but we're
and I
talking
tell you-
Xbox
and
One.
then you try to counteract what I'm talking
I
about.
know,
I'm like,
but-
I know what these dudes are saying. I know what they say all the time. It's funny to me.
I don't.
I
I guess.
follow you.
I guess
don't
if
know.
they're
I'm not
stupid,
sure.
they're still pushing out the Xbox games aren't quality narrative. That was the Xbox One generation that I heard that. I don't really.
They've been doing that this generation too.
If they're still doing it, then they're just
sure.
stupid. I mean, just fact. You could just look at the Metacritic compared to the Xbox One. If Metacritic's not the end all be all, but the Xbox One just struggled to have like any game like really hit on any like on that level.
They were getting ready to sell that bitch to Amazon.
So
they
it's
were almost done.
That was kind of the narrative. I don't listen to any of that in the last like 5 years. So if people are still saying that, then that's just stupid.
Go to Twitter, bro.
Like, that's just
it's all
stupid.
over there.
I look forward to driving the streets of Tokyo in Forza Horizon
Yeah,
6.
well, that's the crazy thing. Since they announced Fable's existence, Playground, they'll have released 2 Forza Horizon games from the announcement of Fable to the release of Fable. I figured they were just, okay, we're going to put Forza on the back burner. Let's get Fable done. So maybe that's why it's taken so long. They just didn't have their full team on that, on Fable. So I was surprised. I guess I missed its teaser at the Tokyo Game Show. I guess.
Yeah, that was when you're like, it's in Japan. I'm like,
I don't remember that. I think I would remember that even if I had forgotten it. I think as soon as you told me, I think I would have been, oh yeah, I remember that. I did not recall that. I don't remember hearing that.
Yeah, there was, yeah.
Because it also exposed, like, because you had one of the Dreamcast guy who doesn't talk about Dreamcast at all, but he's like one of the biggest ponies, and he's like, oh man, Fable's great. I hope they don't mess it up. Blah blah blah. It's one of the greatest franchises. Blah blah. I love Fable. I played them all, beat them all. Blah blah blah. And then they come out and be like, oh, you can buy buildings. You could buy all this stuff. Like, oh, that's not really, what Fable's about. That's cool. That's a cool new thing. I'm like, bitch, they've been doing that shit from day one. You are exposed. He's the same dude that got exposed with that fucking Smash Brothers
he's
shit
just
too.
a lame ass anyway.
Exactly what it
I've
was.
never made it through a single of his videos, even when I tried.
He's just like,
I will say
through his nose and shit.
that concept in Forza Horizon does not look like. Maybe it would be interesting. Maybe it would be.
I found that shit appealing.
Maybe it'd be like, oh, that'd give me some more incentive. But I just like buying the homes and having fast travel points and in the previous games. But it's like, I was gonna compare, Forza Horizon series. I started at 4. I went back and tried 3, and it's the same with like Breath of the Wild to Tears of the Kingdom. I love Breath of the Wild 400 hours. Tears of the Kingdom, I loved it. I liked it a lot. I got 180 hours. And I don't really feel I'm playing Breath of the Wild more on Switch 2 than Tears of the Kingdom. And I kind of feel like that might be the case for me for every Forza Horizon that's going to come out after 4. That was just like the perfect time. Me and Red Knight were playing, competing for longest jump, who could crash into the most signs. Like, I didn't have that with 5. And I was like, I thought maybe it was just too soon after 4 to go right back to that kind of gameplay. If Tears of the Kingdom had come out 3 years after Breath of the Wild, I might have been like, yeah, it's just too much of the same too soon. So I'm hoping 26, what is it, March or May comes out. So it'll be about 8 years after I played Forza Horizon 4. I dabbled in 5. I played it, I don't remember, a dozen hours maybe. It didn't grip me. So I'm hoping this one does. It would be kind of disappointing.
It's like I dabbled in it. I did 12 hours. I know it's not.
I mean,
like
that's
a
like
ton
nothing.
compared to,
Like for that game,
that's not nothing. 12 hours is 12 hours.
I was like, okay, I'm done. Where I had like, I don't know how many I had. I feel like I had like 50 hours in 4, around there. So that's a pretty big drop off.
Yeah, I never had as much.
And I had there wasn't the memorable to me. Like I didn't have the map memorized. I didn't find the locations as memorable. Even though there was that like the mountain area that was cool. So I'm hoping that with 6 it'll be enough time, and I'll just be ready to get back into that style of game, and that it's not going to be one of these things where it's just never going to match that my first experience with 4, and it's just going to be more of the same. Almost like Mario Kart World for me. Like that, it's a good game. It's Mario Kart for sure, but it's just I don't know. It's not better than 8 for me, and that's usually Nintendo's new version of a game. Usually is my new favorite. Like each time Smash comes out, it's been my new favorite. But I can't say that'll be the case.
Every game because Brawl was not my favorite when it came out.
That's true.
That was like my
no. Nobody said they didn't like it. See, that's what you're ready to pounce and say this is the shit I'm talking about.
I didn't care for it.
That's a prime example. He was ready to pounce and say, "Oh, it's still good." No. Nobody said it wasn't good. I just said that it wasn't. It didn't best Melee for me. That's all I was saying.
At that point, I was gonna say it was my favorite Smash game, but it was also my first Smash game, so it's a little unfair. As I
we don't have a new DK 2D DK game. I can't say anything's been better than Tropical Freeze because they haven't released anything. I guess Bonanza, but it's totally different.
Well, it's not
genre.
2D. I mean, it's not the same.
Who
knows if we'll ever get another 2D Donkey Kong, man?
Yeah, who knows?
Wonder definitely wasn't
gonna say
better than
probably, but
than New Super Mario Bros. U for me, but.
Wonder is definitely better than
but I don't even count New Super Mario Brothers as like I guess it is. I mean, yeah, it's a 2D Mario game, but I don't count it as like the sequel numbered. I feel like it's a side thing. It's we are back after all these years.
You gave me Super Mario World vibes, and I'll never forget that. That I was like, man, I haven't felt.
Yeah,
these vibes.
like I enjoyed the hell out of New Super Mario Bros. U though.
It wasn't till like World 3.
You.
The first two,
U was different.
The first two worlds in U were a little too basic and easy, and then when 3 and 4 worlds 3 and 4, I was like, oh, wow, this is pretty good. And then I was like,
you.
I'm doing the star levels basically at the end, and they're super challenging. Man, this is like Super Mario World for me, but.
Well, New Super Mario Bros. 2 is the one that
2 is the one that killed everybody.
Well, yeah, that was the one where just it's technically a good platformer, but that's like as a Mario game, you're like.
And their main gimmick was just the coins.
This is the weakest one by far.
Yeah,
the collect all these coins, bitch.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to Forza Horizon 6. I know they said that it's going to come out later on PlayStation, but it's fine. I probably wouldn't be picking it up.
It's not day one?
No, it's going to be, they said, into the fall or whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm sure they
we ain't going to be hating on game rentals because Nintendo fans love renting games too when that Switch Online. So let's not even play that game. You can't even buy the fucking games that you rent on Switch Online. So at least you can buy them bitches on Xbox. They got that at least.
In some ways,
it's a little bit different in terms
we
of
can't
how
buy them games.
the Switch Online is, but I mean. There's a little difference in terms of what Switch Online even is. But,
no. We ain't talking about price. We talking about the act of renting games, and that's what that is. You're renting games.
I've always said they should have the option to.
Obviously, the price is way better on Switch. I mean, that's nothing.
Yeah, it was like $80 for all of it, for the family plan. I was like, damn, I thought it was gonna be more than that. That's like nothing.
Yeah, it's super
for
cheap.
A year.
Well, it should be. They should still have the option to buy out separately.
Right. That's all. I wouldn't even make a complaint at all if it had the option to buy.
I would, man.
I'd love to buy Super Mario Sunshine
for $15, $20, whatever they're gonna call it.
Yeah, I'd love to buy Super Mario Sunshine for $50. Just kidding.
50?
They would charge $50.
Yeah, what would they price the bitches
at?
What
was Galaxy? What was Galaxy 2? Was that
40.
It was 40 for just one or two? Both of them.
It was for each one is 40 each.
Yeah, that's just.
So to be fair, if you were thinking GameCube, they'd maybe be 30, which is still more than.
How much a GameCube games?
I ain't paying $40 for Sunshine, especially if it hits the GameCube.
It ain't gonna be Wii prices on the Wii Virtual Console. It ain't gonna be no prices no more.
On the Wii U, it was $10. It was $10 on Wii U.
I think it was $10 for N64 games. Yeah,
I remember
it was $8 for
GameCube
Super
would be
Nintendo.
like $20 or $15. Yeah. Well, actually, hold on. The Wii games were $20, right? So that means the GameCube would have slotted at 15, but Nintendo now they would not do that.
Well,
That shit is
I
not
think
happening,
some
right,
N64 and Genesis games were like $12 on the Virtual Console back in the day. I want to say maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe
it
maybe
was
not.
just
Maybe
like,
they're just
depended
10.
on.
it depended
Yeah,
on
I
if it
don't
was
remember.
like a Japanese like for like
I was gonna say
Earthbound.
Sin and Punishment. I think was more.
Yeah, like for instance, Earthbound was $8 instead of $5 or
Earthbound, yeah.
whatever because it was
Yeah.
like, well, it's Earthbound, so we want to just charge a little bit more.
Right, we can do it. So fuck you.
And you know what? Even then, though, $8, like I'm taking $8.
That's still not bad. I mean,
I ain't
I'm
against
complaining
that.
about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
It wouldn't be
Because
that
I
today.
was like,
But-
watching a video on Galaxy 2 or something. I was like, I wouldn't mind owning it even digitally. But I ain't paying $40. I'm like, sorry. Just I don't know.
it's tough because honestly, look, I ain't even gonna lie to you. If someone said I want to pick up Galaxy 2, I'd be like, yo, for $40, it's
Yeah, if you
best
never
game of all
played it, you
time.
don't
I ain't
own it,
against-
that's
You've
fine.
never played it. You've never played it. You want to buy it? I ain't against you buying it for 40. Like I like.
said that a long time ago.
If it was 60, I'd be like, all right, come on,
That's
guys.
Yeah,
For 40, I'm like, you know what? You've never played it. I mean, come on, that's not a bad price for 40.
yeah. I can't pull the trigger. For me, it's like I ain't doing that.
For me, yeah.
But-
For me, I haven't.
For
I have-
physical,
you know,
I
I
might
own
for
it.
40, but not for the digital.
Yeah, you know what I'll do, and just like with what I well not for I have $3 because my stepdad bought it when it first came out, but like Galaxy
Well,
1
you
and
don't-
2 is like it's something that I'll pick up on eBay down the road when it comes down cheaper at some point probably. 'Cause I'm sure
Yeah,
it
they don't
will.
have a separate leaf. They don't have a separate physical for Galaxy 2, huh?
No, they don't. That it would,
Yeah.
but that I don't know how they would do that because that'd probably be like 50 or something. I don't know what they would do. I'm
I
not
mean,
too sure.
Galaxy 1 is on the 3D All Stars, but you can't get that
That's
shit
what's
anymore.
but that's what makes it even tougher for me to buy that package because it's like I already own 3D All Stars with Galaxy, so it's like
Right.
now, and I look, I at least like that they gave the option to separately buy them individually. I at least like that, but like
Yeah.
I think you could have I don't know, had a physical of just Galaxy 2 and I probably would have say yeah, I'd buy that, but depending on what
I'd
the
buy
price would
that
be.
for $1.
Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah.
because again, like I am playing. I just well not finished, but I did. Well, yeah, I finished Galaxy 1 on 3D All Stars, and I do love. I mean, it looks amazing in HD, obviously, and I do love the using the split Joy Cons as like the pointer. It actually works really well, and it's just such a phenomenal game and stuff. And so I imagine Galaxy 2 obviously the same. So it's like that would be cool to have on in HD for the first time would be cool, but it's not something that I'm so eager to do that. Not in the slightest. So
Yeah, I'm in no hurry. I mean, I'm eventually gonna buy that bitch because the collector in me is like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I got
same here.
HD
And
version
again,
of
it's like it's my favorite game of all
Galaxy
time.
games.
So it's like one day.
Yeah.
But that'd
I'll buy
be
it.
years from now.
Yeah,
Years.
I'll buy
That
it
may-
a couple years from now when it's
So
when it's at the price that I think I should pay for it.
Same here.
I was
Yeah,
just thinking
definitely.
about it. Oh, there's a this might have been a better 20 questions because it would have been gaming related, but I'm gonna get into a series, and I'm starting with the fourth game because I can't.
Fallout 4.
Yep. I just like I
Fallout
gotta get
4.
into this. I was talking to a guy at work about 76. He was talking about some of the lore. He hasn't watched the show, but he was talking about the lore.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fallout.
Oh, wait,
I thought
I
you
was
knew
just
you.
kidding.
Oh,
No,
I thought you knew
No.
that's what he was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Fallout 4 is
I
my
didn't
plan.
See it. I didn't. you
I don't
didn't put
think
that in
there's
the
like
chat
an
or anything. I
updated
just-
version of everyone says new.
Hang on though. Don't buy. Well, I'm gonna tell you not to buy it yet. But there is there's rumors about Fallout 3. Is it 3?
New Vegas, you mean?
New Vegas, yeah. I don't know. I don't have much knowledge of Forge. Robert does, but
I
so
love.
what do you think? Have you played New Vegas?
But I have not played New Vegas. But
Yeah.
however, I have played. I know
'Cause
this
that's all I
kinda
hear
weird.
about
I
for
played the
20
Outer
years.
Worlds. I played the Outer Worlds, which is from Obsidian,
Yeah.
and I thought it was okay. I didn't really care for that
Okay.
game compared to Fallout 4. Like I thought
right.
Fallout 4, but Fallout 4 is a Bethesda game, so
Right.
it's like To me, I know that's probably controversial, but it's like
I don't think so. I think
Well,
well,
I
I think it's
don't.
controversial, but,
I
but
think
like
people who played New Vegas when they came out, they're all about it. They love it. I don't think
and
they.
it's just my thing. It's a different developer, and I could
Yeah.
tell it looked more Outer Worlds than Fallout 4. But like if you enjoyed Fallout 3 and Fallout 3 is more Fallout 4, than compared to New Vegas. Well, I don't know. So I mean, to me, like I loved Fallout 4. I would I hope you like it, Juice. But I don't know. I don't know.
Based on what we know from Jews, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, to me, and maybe I did like exploring that game. I did a lot of the side quests in that game. You remember that was a game that I just played a ton of during that, and I would not finish a bunch of games during that time.
It's pretty crafty and.
I'd love to
RPG-ish.
make the next game be set basically like with the characters from the series. That would be cool. But I don't know, they wouldn't do that. It'd be redundant. But it's just like, you know what? I feel like the 8th gen, that was an 8th gen Fallout 4 was. People kind of shit talked it. Yeah, it wasn't as many games as the 7th gen, no doubt about it. But I'm just like going back, just got Dark Souls 3, that was a PS4 Xbox One game, even though Dark Souls 1 and 2 were 7th gen. I'm just like, there is still a decent amount of games from the 8th gen that I'm just still like in my mind thinking I might play. Like I just think compared to the 9th gen, it's looking obviously the 8th gen's looking pretty good. We thought it was like, oh, these are bad times, but thinking back at it, I think it was a way better generation than we gave it credit for, especially compared to the 9th gen. So
was 8th, is that PS4?
PS4, Xbox
PS4,
One,
Xbox One,
Wii U.
Wii U.
Obviously, I love the Wii U, and the PS4 has become.
Did we say that was a bad?
I thought we people were like, well, compared to the
9th gen was ass.
Compared to the 7th gen, there was the games were coming out less frequently, even in the 8th gen. But
that was the beginning of it. But there's
still a lot of games that came out, and so it's just in hindsight, now that we know what the 9th gen's been.
The 9th gen is straight trash.
Bringing Fallout 4 to Switch 2, I don't know if you would care about that. It'd be obviously, I'm sure, more expensive at that point.
It's a new port. They have a PS5 update on the PS4 version.
Oh, they do. Okay, all right.
It's not like a massive overhaul, but it runs, I believe, at 60 and cleaner textures, faster loading. Still glitchy,
I feel
though.
Like Fallout 4, I could be wrong, but I thought Fallout 4 ran at 60 on PS4, but I guess I could be wrong.
I wouldn't think so. Almost every game was 30.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think it was 60 on PS4.
I don't know.
So yeah, that's on my list this year. I don't even have like a real plan for 2026 games themselves. I mean, Yoshi.
Do I own Fallout 4? I'm sure I do.
Stellar Blade 2, I think, was officially announced last week I think just on social media.
Oh, really?
But that ain't gonna be out for anytime. I mean, they don't have to rebuild. They don't have to start from scratch, so maybe it won't be 5 years.
Oh, I do own it. I own it on Steam.
I also The Witcher 3. I think at some point I just probably should play the game. I started it a little bit when I had Game Pass.
You got to play Witcher 3, brother.
Yeah, it's a game that I've got like halfway and never actually ended up finishing, but one day.
What? Halfway? What?
Well, remember it was 2016, so that was peak not finishing games for me.
Yeah.
And again, I finished Witcher 1, which is very specific.
God bless you.
I have The Witcher 2. I played about 2 hours of it.
What did you play Witcher 1 on?
PC. It's only a PC.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure.
I couldn't believe how jank that game was.
And I gave up on that bitch. I was like, "Fuck this! Fuck these controls. This is."
Well, the most annoying part is like
crazy.
You get like stunned attack and you couldn't do anything for like 10 seconds and enemies are just piling on you and you can't do shit and you're like, what the fuck?
That game made me so mad. Like, fuck this. This is bullshit. This is like if chess was a video game. Well,
it's actually
so slow.
But yeah, but it's
Oh my
also like
God.
it's weird because you're like it's like a rhythm game. The combat.
Yeah, it's like
you have to
rhythm thing.
time-
It's like fuck. What?
Which I
No.
found that interesting in that case, but it's very much
You
a
beat
gaming.
it.
It's a gaming historian type of game to finish at this
You
point.
beat the fucking
Yeah.
thing. That's.
Yeah, that's the
I mean,
that's the type of game.
I think I
that's like-
own a physical copy of it.
Oh, yeah?
somewhere. Yeah. I'm sure I have it physically.
I was surprised that how kind of jank Half-Life 1 is, because that was definitely like Half-Life
think
2
it's
was the
jank.
big, I think, not jank, but as dated as it looked, because that game was like the
Well,
first.
yeah, visually, but I still like
And it
that,
had,
that
like,
type of era.
Some of the
I
combat
think it's pretty
just looked a
playable even
little.
today.
Some of the combat, some of the
Absolutely.
stuff you pointed out. I don't remember if it was the last boss or something. It was kind of annoying.
Well, the last boss I couldn't.
Cheese the
also
shit
just
out of
that,
it.
that whole last area was a bit annoying.
But it was like the
Yeah,
first. I think it was the first person game that was just full story cinematic. You never saw your character in like Wolfenstein, but it wasn't so cinematic. They weren't talking to you, and like your character talking.
Like,
They got a Beyond Good and Evil 2 like an update on that, or is that why are people talking about that? Are they just joking? That's not, that game was canceled.
They did
That's
just
not
say,
a game.
hey, they're still making.
they're not
it,
making
just
that
so-
shit. They're not
Not
making
the
that
way
shit.
they would not that open like huge space exploration. There's no way they're making that game, that version of it still. I guess there's a way.
Why are they putting this much effort?
They tried to
I
turn
mean,
Beyond Good and
I hope
Evil
it eventually comes
into
out.
what Starfield was trying to do. That's what they're
Yeah,
trying
like,
to do with Beyond Good and Evil.
But even without that, even without the Starfield, why are we still talking about Beyond Good and Evil 2 when number one, the first game was kind of a flop? I mean, it was Ubisoft's fault. It's obviously
beloved.
super beloved. It's super beloved, right? But does it take this fucking long to put out a sequel to this game?
Well,
It's like 20 years now, bro.
they're
Like,
trying to make, for some reason, they want to make this big like epic space
no.
opera. Like
Who are you making that for? You're not making that for the fans.
Yeah.
We don't want that shit. We want a stealth action game with espionage and like political intrigue. That's it.
and
That's
make
all
it
we
look
want.
like a CG
With
animated
cool
movie,
camera.
right? Like a Pixar
Yeah.
mid
Yes.
Pixar. That's
We
what
don't
it
need
needs
this
to
shit
be.
looking. What the fuck are they doing? What are they doing?
Those cinematics, I bet you that CGI for those trailers cost them millions.
It has to be Jade as your main character, or else again, who the fuck are you making
They
this
teased
for?
her in like one of the last things they showed about it, but
I need my baton, my bow staff with the power ups. That's what I'm looking for Beyond Good and Evil 2.
HBO.
What are you doing? What is all this extra shit?
I mean, let's be real. It's gonna get canceled at some point, like for sure.
Because
That's
they
what I'm saying.
announced.
Why are they still saying it's still going? No, this is a perfect time to say we gave up on this shit and leave me alone. Stop making me feel like you're gonna put this fucking game out ever.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like- They're gaslighting me now, bro. Like, what are they doing? Why are they doing
Well,
this?
I hope that rumor isn't true, but there's a rumor that they're remaking Rayman Legends. I'm like, what?
What?
Rayman
That's-
Legends?
Why?
They
I'm
The
like,
game
you're
is
talking about the
perfect the way
game
it
that
is.
doesn't need any remake in the slight. It doesn't even need a remaster.
No.
Like it's just
Barely needs a
fucking
remaster. Barely.
Like it's just a fantastic game. That's it. Like there's nothing.
The
There's nothing
game is
to do.
perfection. It's perfect. Leave it alone.
What are you gonna
There's nothing-
remake that game? Like what does that even mean?
I'm gonna remake it in
so-
3D. Fuck out of here, bro.
I
Get
hope, I
out
hope
of
that's,
here.
I hope that's- I'm like, yo, it's so weird. I can't believe they're even.
Again,
hope
another
that's-
game that didn't do terrible, but it didn't do great.
This is the announcement
Rayman
trailer.
Legends. Ubisoft is so
Oh, that's
cool.
Look
Isn't
at
it
how did they
crazy?
think
Yeah,
that
it looked
looked
terrible.
good? That guy's face
It
looks
looked
so wrong.
terrible.
Yeah, but isn't it amazing that that game is gonna come out literally like a few months after?
Well,
this
'cause
trailer?
it
It was
was
supposed to
pretty
come out
much
a couple
done.
months after this.
What generate? This looks like they didn't. This looks
was-
like
dude,
such
this
a
was 2020.
basic.
This is 2020.
This looks
or whatever,
like-
2021.
This
So
looks
this
like
is in PS4,
renders
right?
of games from the 90s.
That was that's the PS5 then at that point.
No.
maybe early 2000s.
2020 to
Yeah, it would have
2021.
been
PS5.
late PS4, early PS5. Like this That looks so
looks
like somebody threw that together in Unity, like just a fan project.
Yes, it looks so Unity.
Well, that could be.
Oh
I mean,
my
that's my thing.
god,
Is
you
that
see
like,
him running on that wall. Oh,
But like
See, that's
just make it look like the original with higher resolution. You would have been better
Right.
off.
Just do a remaster if you're gonna do this shit. This shit looks awful.
Like it's just.
well, it's funny because honestly, as someone who's never seen like the original like that, this looks like this what a remaster would look like. To be honest. With you.
That's the sad part.
Like if you told me, oh, it's a remaster of the original, okay, that makes sense. But then it's like, oh no, it's a remake. Oh,
It
Look
looks
at
like the
this.
remaster of an Xbox game.
This looks like
An OG Xbox game.
the Black Tiger game level. Like just.
well, I don't know about that. That's that. No. Look at the Black
how-
Tiger.
look
game.
at how-
Oh, no, it ain't that bad. No,
You got
no,
like
no.
the glossy, the skin's all glossy. Like this looks like such like pre-alpha
Dull-
build shit.
dull
Their hair
creatures and
looks
shit.
like a Switch 1 game's hair, like a hair would be at a Switch 1 game, like no movement. It's like what
texture
were they
all
going
together.
for? Just would
Oof.
give it no budget, just
These
some
animations.
some unproven team. It just looks like an unfinished pre-build, like, and they're like January 21st.
How dare they?
Look,
2021.
How dare they show this? So this game is done. This game is done somewhere.
It
It's
was done. Yeah. And then they're like, the reaction was like,
Will we ever see it released? Will it ever get leaked? Maybe 20 years from now.
I just don't
10
know how you
years.
could do that. You could be working on that for 5 years, and then you're like, yeah, by the way, it's canceled. What? How does that happen? How do you even do that?
Well, look, was nobody checking in on this fucking game? Was none of the big guys checking in to see?
I mean, I
Did they,
think it's like
did they
it's
come
not
to the
even a
show
new
and
game.
say, "Hey, here's the game."
It's a remake. How do you? I
Holy
don't
cow.
understand. Like, it's not even a new game.
Holy cow!
If it was a new game, I'd be like, all right, things get canceled. It is what it is. That sucks. But a remake, you guys couldn't
I
release a remake?
immediately got like Shenmue 3 vibes. Remember the first trailer for Shenmue 3? And I remember people were hating on me because I was hating on that trailer. I said, they look like trash. Don't give me this. And the game is trash. I ain't see none of those people around when that game came out and it was trash. All the people were mad at me in the comment section and shit when I said that game looked like trash. Nobody was around.
this is the, is it original
original,
Xbox?
That's
Or-
the original Xbox. Looks
See, look at that. That honestly, that just looks good, man.
Yeah, for original Xbox, this
Yeah.
looks crazy.
Like
good.
it just looks like a good art direction, art
All you have
style.
to do
you know?
is just bump up the
Clean this shit
textures,
up.
get rid of the
Clean this shit up.
get rid of the aliasing, and maybe new character models or something.
this game is
I mean-
still very fun to play. I was playing on my GameCube.
Well, it's not like you don't even
Honestly.
need a remake, man. Just remaster it. You're good.
Yeah.
Honestly, truly, just
Put all
port
three
it,
of them bitches on there now.
port
don't
it,
bullshit.
and have a higher res. You're good. Make some money back off the.
I
remake
played it
with
on
the DDI.
GameCube. I don't think I played on Xbox.
Yeah, put Sands of Time, Hero Within, put them all together, all three of them. I buy that for 70.
I could see like adding some
Yeah,
more
60,
animations
60.
or maybe
Clean that bitch
Going a little
up. Give me some
further.
4K, some 60.
Honestly,
buy that.
legit.
But this looks-
I think they went the wrong way. They could have if once it stopped working, they should have just been like, you know what, we just gonna remaster it and we're gonna put it out. And you know what, I bet you they would have made their money back and they would have been fine.
My favorite
Whatever.
parts were the dialogue between him and the princess, and she's like, "Oh, here's a crack."
witty banter.
they made jokes like
Look at this. That looks really
almost
good.
fourth wall breaking jokes, kind of jokes
Yeah.
to the audience, because she anytime there was a crack you couldn't get through, she would slip through, unlock the door, and she was being annoying, and he's like, "Don't you have a crack to slip in or something like that? Like, don't you have a crack to go into?" Because he was getting annoyed by her. I was like, "Wow, that's funny as shit." I was laughing.
Bro,
Genuine
no
laughter.
joke. I do think that character model looks
to
character
bring this
model
back,
looks better in the remake.
to bring this back to Beyond Good and Evil, they put Beyond Good and Evil out after this game,
Yeah.
and they wonder why that bitch didn't sell. It was like, what the fuck are you
Yeah,
doing?
this was a pretty big hit at the time.
Yeah, it was huge.
Where's the
My thing is
princess
that character model legit looks better than the remake. I feel
It does
like it just even
because
like,
of
it
art
just
direction.
has
There's
some
no art
direction
direction
to
in
it.
that
Yeah,
remaster.
some
or
art
whatever.
direction to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It, like I said, it just looked like a rough build, like to get started, like not the finished product at all.
Yeah.
I really liked, and I know this one's probably gonna be a
Whoever
little.
playing this shit don't know how to play. That's
No, it's a long play, 7 hours. I actually really liked the 360 Prince of Persia, even though it was nothing like this.
Yeah, I like that one.
I really thought, as its own game, I really enjoyed that. It was one of the first.
That was weird. They just called it Prince of Persia, like it was
I
a
know.
reboot.
That was one of my first 360 games that I played, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I had a great companion character, and it's just like basically trial and error ish in that you just had to figure out how to fall.
Did you like that movie though?
I like the movie.
Okay. I knew you did. That's what
I think
I remember you saying you like that.
I think it's it's one of the better video game adaptation movies in my opinion. Like I've
It
always
was definitely
enjoyed
better than Max Payne.
it's in my top 5 for sure, and maybe even top 3. I don't know. I just rewatched it too last year.
I couldn't get past Jake Gyllenhaal, bro. I was like, Persian.
Yeah, he's not the best. He's not the best at certain characters for sure too. Like this doesn't. And I guess this looks pretty good for 360 generation. This looks.
It's early 360.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say.
It reminds me of the Castlevania games.
But it had a cool
Visually.
mechanic. You couldn't die technically if you fall. Your companion could rescue you.
Yeah.
But that was part of the puzzles worked around that. So I'm trying to find where like they show she's in the.
Yeah, this game was probably built for like the OG Xbox, and they put that bitch on, cleaned it up, made it,
It looks a little like
a lot of the early 360 games.
Again, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that character model is better than the.
it looks a little like
remake.
Logan or
It
something.
still looks better. Yeah.
There's something about the
But look,
Sands of
this
Time
is a
remake that
good
looked
looking
like
game.
a little soft or something.
No,
I don't
it
know.
does look good. It's got some really good effects. That's one of the things I remember.
Yeah, I was impressed when one of my like I said, this still looks pretty damn good. Like,
The
seriously.
transparent sheets hanging and the flowing in the like that. That was impressive to me back then. I was like, wow, that's cool. It reminds me of the first time I saw Splinter
Reminds me of
Cell,
Immortals, Phoenix Rising a little bit, just from some of the
another
designs.
Ubisoft game.
I was gonna. It kind of reminds me of Bayonetta. I don't know the art direction a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, let's probably
Splooch.
wrap this podcast up. Sorry for the clocked it. Sorry for the 25 minutes of 20 questions because the
Yeah,
20
I
question
think
part.
That's fun.
I think
You
he
gotta
was.
guess it.
I think the last time we did that, it was either him or somebody left a comment. Yeah, it was not fun listening to you guys, try to guess, whatever.
No, I think what it was the one where it was the visual game that we were playing.
Oh,
We couldn't
yeah,
guess
yep.
because it was like a visual thing or
Mhm.
something.
Yep.
I think if you play something like that where it's audio technically, I feel like it'd be fine.
They keep pushing rumors. Konami's making a new Castlevania. Konami makes a new anything, I'd be happy. They ain't making shit.
I mean, they made Silent Hill. Remember?
Oh yeah. Did they make
But
that?
I think they're on a little
Boom,
bit of a
Konami?
boom, whatever.
I'm pretty sure. I thought it was.
No, that was Bloober Team or some shit,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
No. Bloober Team was Silent Hill 2, the remake.
I thought they made F.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
No,
They made-
no, I'm talking about
Neobards.
I'm talking about Silent Hill F.
Yeah,
Somebody-
Neobards
Konami made Silent Hill F?
Entertainment. Neobards Entertainment developed
Hold on,
it.
no, it doesn't look like it. They
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Silent Hill F was made by Neobards,
Was it
Yeah.
a
published?
what
Hong
you just
Kong
said.
video game development studio. I take that back.
Konami ain't making
They-
shit no
Did
more.
they publish
Yeah,
it?
this shit.
Hey, as long as
They
they put
published
their
it, yeah, of
IPs
course they
out
published it.
there, and
I need to get that game too.
I was surprised you didn't pick up that one, Silent Hill F.
I just wasn't in
Bloober
a
Team's
gaming
making
mood.
a Nintendo game. I didn't hear that.
Wait, actually,
Anyway.
I remember hearing something about that.
Let's get out of here. Call it a night. I'm tired. You guys getting any snow there? It's been cold as shit here. Like
Yeah, I
Getting
just had to-
somewhere.
I had to
Where you're
shovel
at?
earlier.
We're in the Northeast. We all getting snow. It's
I
fucked
know.
up.
I had like
My
I
body
literally
is fucking sore from shoveling and shit.
3-4 weeks ago it was 50 degrees and raining. All the snow melted. We had pretty big piles. Now my snowbanks are 3 foot tall on one side of my driveway. I'm like, man, if it didn't melt, I wouldn't be able to see in my truck when I'm pulling on my driveway because we got a lot of snow and it was super cold last week, like freezing, 0 degrees, -2. We hadn't had that really. When I was a kid, we used to, but Yeah,
Probably
so
can't see that shit, but that's
Oh, really quick. This is actually from Bloober Team. They did this. Yeah, they announced that they're making a Nintendo platform exclusive hard title, and they said, "What I can say is this: fans of Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Limbo, and Eternal Darkness will immediately feel right at home." That said, Project M introduces a bold
All
twist,
right.
one that no horror game has ever explored before. This is a vision that can only exist on Nintendo hardware. That's not.
I'm
That's
already,
literally
I'm
a
already
word for-
worried.
how
I'm
come when you
already
say
worried.
horror game, it sounds like you say hard? I thought you said hard 3 times.
No, horror game. Horror
Making the
game.
game make me hard.
It sounded like you said hard the first 2 or 3 times you said it.
What? No horror game. But
Yeah,
only a vision
all
that
that
can be stored on
sounds
Nintendo
like
hardware. What does that even
I don't
mean?
know. That sounds
Fluff.
like propaganda to me.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of fluff, a lot of oh, hey Nintendo
Yeah.
fans, you better buy this.
Alien Colonial Marines, anyone?
on Switch 2?
Project Cars, Wii U,
Nintendo?
anyone?
Right.
No, but this is
Right.
exclusive. This is gonna be a Switch 2 exclusive, barely. Yeah.
Only possible on Switch 2. I'm like,
Only
why?
possible. What does that
Why?
even mean? How is that
Because it
possible?
has a mouse mode. Just put that little shit on PC. What is it doing? Only that can only be done on Switch 2. That's what I want.
Hey man, look. At the end of the day, though, Bloober Team making an exclusive Switch.
No, I'm not
title,
hating. I'm just saying. That's kind of
that
red.
could be
Those
cool.
are red
It could be
flags.
cool. Potentially. Well, I'll look forward to whatever the hell that is.
All right.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Anyway, we're getting out of here, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Ashy hands.
That's one thing I hate about winter too. Every time I shower and stuff, my skin gets dry and itchy. I'm like,